Are you suggesting that if you were to suffer an injury, the entire sect would suffer along with you, Elder? About this matter. It does sound rather absurd, doesn't it? So you are aware of how absurd it sounds. Have you finished your chores yet? Have you gathered the firewood from the mountain, or collected the manure, or are you just going to stand there like a fool? Elder, I am not joking. At this moment, I am the lifeblood of the Lingshu Immortal Sect. If I were to suffer even a scratch, not to mention a nascent soul powerhouse such as yourself, even that yellow dog in the backyard would feel the pain alongside me. Ha ha ha, so you mean to say that even the dog must protect you? Ha 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 ha, lifeblood you say. Tycone, is it? You were the one ranked at the very bottom during last month's assessment, were you not? With the cultivation base only at the second level of chi refining, be silent and stay in your place. If you can even land a strike that injures me, this elder's chair is yours to take. Laughter. Old man, you had your chance, but you refused to take it. Must you wait for me to strike before you finally understand? Very well then. Heh, this brat actually has some spirit. Come here and strike right here. That's it, right here. Who is striking? Good heavens, how can this be? This boy is clearly attacking himself, yet the backlash is hitting me. Men, why don't you keep acting arrogant? Why have you stopped crowing? You were so loud just a moment ago. Take a look. Do you know what this is? Wait, little one, is that? No, this cannot be. This simply must not be. I believe you. I believe you. Quickly, put down that dagger. Do not hurt yourself. What did you just call me? Before, when you had not yet been subdued, you called me kid. I did not mind that. Now that you're in pain, tell me, what should you be calling me? Oh, look at this. You know, my ancestor, my little ancestor. Come here. Sit on this side. Sit here. Good, that is how it should be. Now, good grandson, this ancestor is hungry. Go and prepare something to eat, and remember to add plenty of chili. Sect Master, something grave has happened. Who is it? Who dares to ambush this lord? My cultivation is at the void refinement stage, yet there is someone capable of approaching me without a sound and striking me across the face? Truly detestable. Which band of rats dares to hide in the shadows and reveal only their tails? Will you not crawl out here? Sect Master, something grave has happened. Were you also struck across the face just now? Quickly, follow me to the auxiliary hall. Ah, the Grand Elder has torn through space itself. This is even more impressive than any cinematic special effect. Remarkable, truly magnificent. I wish I could also tear through space like that. It is clearly identical to the mark on my own face. Sect Master, the handprint on our faces was caused by this brat. If he is harmed, then everyone in the sect will suffer the consequences. Ugh. Sect Master, are you saying you were not injured? Consider the level of my cultivation. However, it is indeed strange. This handprint cannot be healed by any means. Ah, Sect Master, it seems this mark can only be left to fade on its own. 9-9 Return to Origin Soul Recovering Pill. Sect Master, you cannot do this. You truly cannot. This brat is only at the second level of chi refining. If he consumes this, his body will explode instantly. At that moment, our entire sect was caught in the aftershocks of his actions. It has vanished, truly vanished. Surely all the peak masters must have been humiliated to be so deeply disturbed. Shall remain here and watch over him closely. Do not let him wander, and ensure no one is permitted to approach him. I shall be gone for a short while, but I will return. The sect master is truly a sect master. This aura is so overwhelming that I can barely breathe. It is best that I remain humble. What are you staring at, old man? Our ancestor is hungry. Why has the food not been brought forth yet? At once, it is coming immediately. I am arranging it right now, you wretched brat. Ah, Sect Master, what exactly happened just moments ago? 3,000 disciples of the Battle Peak stand ready. As long as you give the command, I, Huo Qingkong, shall lead the vanguard. Sect Masters, I was just in the midst of instructing the new disciples, when out of nowhere I was struck by a sudden invisible force. What kind of bizarre technique is this? Could it be that some immortal has decided to take action against us? That is impossible. Which immortal would have the idle time to torment us in such a manner? Everyone, please remain calm and do not panic. I am currently investigating the cause of these events. The Great Mountain Protecting Formation remains completely intact. There are no traces of any foreign enemies infiltrating our sect. Sect Master, it is all gone. Everything is lost. The sect's fortune and the heavenly secrets are no more. I used my life essence to divine a reading regarding the future of the sect, yet the tortoise shell is entirely blank, revealing neither ill omens nor signs of prosperity, but rather a profound emptiness. Are you suggesting that our Lingshu Immortal sect possesses no more destiny from this day forward? I do not know. Our ancestor, we have had 7 or 8 individuals ascend to the heavens, all of whom are one. With someone of such standing backing him, how could his fortune be severed? Unless, very well. Junior brother Wen just mentioned void. Void does not imply non-existence, but rather the unknowable. If the Grandmaster above has set some grand maneuver in motion to obscure the heavenly secrets, it is only natural that I cannot divine it. That sounds reasonable. If this concerns the designs of the great beings in the immortal realm, my meager cultivation is indeed incapable of piercing through it. Stop frightening yourself. His fortune remains, it is merely hidden from our sight. This may be a stroke of fate, or perhaps it is a trial. For now, everyone is to disperse and return to their respective peaks. Junior brother Wen, follow me. Xuanlin Sound Sealing Formation. Junior brother, there is a matter I must discuss with you. But the implications are so immense that the survival of the Lingshu Immortal sect until tomorrow depends entirely on this. Senior brother, speak your mind. I can endure it, even if you cannot. You must swear. You must establish a heavenly Tao oath. It must be done. It is mandatory. What I am about to disclose must never be revealed. Otherwise, the sect will collapse. I, Tan Tianji, swear here today that no matter what I hear from the sect master, I shall never leak a single word. Should I break this oath, may my primordial spirit be shattered and cast into the 9 serenities for eternity. Senior brother, is this a matter that even the heavenly Tao would fear to hear? Junior brother, if I told you that the lives of the tens of thousands in our sect are currently tethered to a mere Zai disciple at the 2nd level of Qi refining, would you believe me? Sect master, you have returned. Haha. Good heavens, what on earth are you doing? This is impossible. How could this be? Heavenly mystery manifestation, trace the karmic causality. Show me. Sect master, surely our sect doesn't have a penchant for dissecting and experimenting on its disciples, does it? Do not fear, Elder Wen is merely helping you examine your physical condition. Haha. What, senior brother? I fear our sect is truly finished this time. Are these not the sect master and the peak master of Tianji? Normally, these great figures reside high above, riding the winds and clouds. To even catch a glimpse of them, one would have to prostrate themselves from 5 miles away. Yet here I am, sitting as an equal among them. This is a tale worthy of boasting for a lifetime. Once I stand among the elders, won't I be free to conduct myself however I please? Sect master, I have overstepped my bounds. This humble servant knows his place. I shall take my leave at once. I am leaving now. Stay, Sect master, do you have any further instructions? Elder son, I am sure you are aware of the gravity of this matter. You must swear a heavenly Tao oath. This disciple obeys. By the heavens above, I am Sun the librarian. Today I swear this oath, that I shall never reveal the secret regarding Tai Kun. Silence. You dare to swear a heavenly Tao oath here? Are you trying to get this entire sect wiped out? Junior brother, he is only swearing a vow of silence. Why are you acting like this? Senior brother, have you lost your mind? What happened just a moment ago in the main hall when I swore my oath? I was struck by lightning. He is only at the 2nd level of Qi refining. And if a stray bolt of lightning were to strike, or if even the shockwave from the tribulation were to shake this hall and frighten him to death, we would all be preparing for a funeral feast. Heavens, I all sent the entire sect to meet their maker. Then, what are we to do now? Sect master, do I still need to swear the oath? Swear it? You must. Without an oath, how can you guarantee the secret remains hidden? This is the Sky Thunder evasion plate. Junior brother, isn't this your life-protecting treasure? Didn't you spend 500 years preparing this for your great tribulation? This is an immortal-grade artifact. For the sake of this young lad's life, never mind an evasion plate. Even if I had to drain my entire fortune as an old man, I would bring it out to be used. Elder son, move further back, further still. Very well, you may swear the oath now. With a formation like this, are they planning to strike me dead instead? This won't do. I must make some preparations to put my mind at ease. I, your disciple Sun Shushu, hereby take an oath today. I shall never, under any circumstances, reveal the affairs of Tai Kun to another soul. If I break this vow, may my primordial spirit be shattered, and may I fall into the 9 netherworlds for eternity. A piercing scream. Good heavens, this is far too excessive. Senior brother, I see it clearly now. The heavenly Tao does not permit your existence. It fundamentally refuses to let us keep this secret. Every time someone attempts to swear a vow of confidentiality, the heavens strike them down with lightning. How is this any different from driving the Lingqiu Immortal Sect to its ruin? Junior brother, you are acting foolishly. What is the essence of immortal cultivation? Cultivation is the act of defying the heavens to change one's fate. From the very day we drew energy into our bodies, we embarked on a path of wresting our lives from the heavens. Since when does a cultivator fear divine retribution? We are already fighting for our lives against the heavens. Having transmigrated here, I have effectively died once already. To step upon this path of immortality in this life is, in itself, a stroke of fortune I have scavenged. What then is there left to fear, and what is there that I dare not gamble on this path of immortality? I am determined to succeed in my cultivation no matter the cost. The disturbance here has become far too great. If we remain here any longer, I fear the entire outer disciple district will be alerted. Hold on tight. Incredible. I am finally experiencing the sensation of traversing through space. Not bad at all. Consider this a preview of my future capabilities. Didn't you say I was the lifeblood of the sect? Didn't you call me the living ancestor? And yet, you have the heart to abandon me here? Heavens. That thing, Master, did you forget something just now? Clears throat. Good heavens. Are these people playing a prank on me? Is my life truly worth so little in your eyes? Sect Master, you have returned, quite quickly. I have lived for several millennia. Tearing through the fabric of space is usually as simple as eating a meal. Yet today I have failed, and I have failed twice in succession. Sect Master, have you considered the possibility that due to the sect's regulations, a miscellaneous Chore disciple has no authority to enter the main peak? No, that is impossible. Absolutely impossible. Are you suggesting that my martial brother, a powerhouse in the fusion stage, possesses divine abilities that cannot overcome such trivial broken rules? I do not know why either. I only have a feeling that I must strictly adhere to every regulation of the sect. To every status, its corresponding treatment. Where one is permitted to go, and where one is not, nothing can be out of place. No, it is not the sect's rules, it is the heavenly Tao. The heavenly Tao is using the sect's rules as a pretext to target me. Yes, of course. Everything you say is correct. This system is truly a master of self-delusion. You are old Tianji, are you not? You live up to your name as a diviner. At the slightest provocation, you blame the heavenly Tao for everything. Since the problem lies in status, I shall stow upon you a status of immense importance. In that case, from this day forth, Tycoon, you shall be the sole holy son of the Lingqiu Immortal Sect. Martial brother, you are truly magnificent. Using such an extraordinary method to grant him the title of Holy Son to appease this ancestor is perfectly reasonable. However, Sect Master, I fear that will not work. The rules seem to require me to follow the standard procedure, climbing the ranks step by step. The outer disciple examination, the inner disciple competition, the core disciple trial, none of these can be bypassed. If I am forcefully promoted, it would be considered taking the back door, which is a violation of the rules. This wretched system. Other protagonists get to take shortcuts to the top, yet I am forced to shovel waste. This layer of key refining, shattered spiritual roots, obstructed meridians, the poorest aptitude, a body born of trash. How is one supposed to cultivate with this? Leading a pig to cultivate would likely yield faster results than this brat. If he were to trip and fall, I suspect the entire sect would suffer a backlash. Martial brother, this is a simple matter. I shall simply amend the laws. This is the Lingqiu sect code. Rules are merely constructs devised by men. If you feel compelled to follow these rules to climb the ladder of power, then today I shall carve a new path for you. These Lingqiu sect laws are bound to the heavenly Tao contract. If you press your finger down, what if you are branded a traitor? Found it. Qi refining, stage B. You said you would pave a path for me. Where is this path? Oh wait, perhaps we should depart from here first. The commotion in this auxiliary hall is becoming far too great. If we remain any longer, I fear the entire laborer-disciple sector will be alerted. Indeed, senior brother, we were quite muddled. The rules state that Tycoon is forbidden from entering the main chamber, but they do not forbid us from descending to the laborer sector. As expected of the #1 sect on the Zhuanshan continent, even the laborer quarters consist of independent courtyards. These living conditions, compared to the rented room of over 10 square meters in my previous life, are far superior. This place is cramped. Please do not mind, everyone take a seat. Do not just stand there. Sect Master, please, this way. Is this the treatment provided to the laborer disciples of the Lingshu Immortal Sect? There is not even an intact chair. It is fine for me to stand. Senior brother, this is not a long-term plan. Is the situation in this laborer sector really this dire? Speak your mind plainly. If you have something to say it quickly. Since the karmic bond is tied to his status as a member of the sect, you mean to expel him from the sect? As long as he is no longer one of our own, the shackles of the heavenly Tao will naturally dissipate. By then, whether he is injured or perishes in some gutter will have nothing to do with the sect. A genius. You are truly a genius. But to solve a problem is to eliminate the one who causes it. Heavens, this old man does not have any interest in men, does he? Tycone, as a disciple present in the sect, you must have been living quite a difficult life, have you not? Do you wish to change to a different way of life? Do not do this, old man. We are sharing this burden together. For instance, taking a substantial severance package and descending the mountain to live as a wealthy gentleman. A wealthy gentleman? Thank goodness it is to be a wealthy man and not something else. Hold on, being a wealthy benefactor? Just how significant are we talking about? You will receive 100,000 spirit stones and a jade slip containing the deed to 1,000 acres of land at the foot of the mountain, complete with 10,000 hectares of fertile fields capable of sustaining 1,000 people. Furthermore, this is my personal command token. Whoever holds this token shall be protected by the sect for 100 years. Even the emperors of the mortal realm would be forced to kneel before you upon seeing it. Well, what do you think? Mother of mine, this is incredible. Are you using this to test my resolve? What kind of person could possibly resist such a temptation? But wait, I am currently the lifeline of the sect. You are using my own assets to bribe me? Has this old man lost his mind? Little master, do you take me for such a person? We, the cultivators, pursue the great Tao of immortality. How could we be swayed by these mere worldly possessions? Put them away. Cultivation relies on aptitude. With your shattered spiritual root, the second level of chi condensation is your absolute limit. Instead of waiting for death on this mountain, you might as well descend and enjoy a life of luxury while you can. I certainly desire to live a life of comfort, surrounded by wealth. But I possess a system, Sect Master. My mind is made up. There is no need for further persuasion. Since gentle persuasion has failed, I must resort to stern measures. As expected of my ancestor, such a resolute Tao heart will surely accomplish great things. Tycoon, you have trespassed into the forbidden grounds. Although we were the ones who led you there, according to the sect rules, you must be punished with expulsion. You must be joking, accusing me of trespassing? I haven't even arrived there yet. Naturally, the sect acknowledges your service in cleaning the stables. The sect will provide you with a severance package, and that is the end of it. This matter is not open for negotiation. These are the rules. Fine. You wish to discard me, is that it? 30 years in the east, 30 years in the west. Never look down, you old fogies, just wait and see. Very well. If the sect no longer requires my presence, then I shall take my leave. Since this is a mutual, let us settle this swiftly and finalize the procedures right here and now. This method is truly ingenious. Although it costs a bit of wealth, it preserves the vital lifeline of the sect. Senior brother, please affix your seal. This final step still requires your assistance. It is done. Shortly, Elder Zun will escort you down the mountain. Everything that was promised will be provided in full. Am I truly so detested? To have transmigrated only for my dream of immortality to shatter before it even began. Is my fate with the Lingshu Immortal Sect truly so fleeting? So be it. I can only hope this system is powerful. Otherwise, I suppose I shall have to spend the rest of my days living in idle comfort upon my pile of wealth. Senior brother, my lifespan is dissipating. Senior brother, stop standing there in a daze, destroy it at once. This document is a death warrant. Burn it with fire immediately. It is useless. It is futile. This is a heavenly Tao contract. It cannot be incinerated by mere mortal fire. Heavens above, save me. The backlash from this system is terrifying. To think that a powerhouse at the integration stage could perish just like that? This won't work, and that is no good either. What am I to do? Am I simply to watch the sect meet its demise? Physical destruction is ineffective. Even magical arts are futile. Then there is only the most primitive, most violent, and most direct way left. Sect Master, do not go over there. Senior brother is using his own lifebound primordial spirit to crush it, forcing his own cultivation base to digest this karma. Get into my stomach, you bastard. You wretched thing. It has come back to life. This thing is even harder to swallow than a tribulation lightning strike. Is this what a top-tier expert of the cultivation world is like? Is your stomach made of iron? That is remarkably resilient. Sectmaster, are you still holding up? Perhaps you should take a sip of water to help swallow this ancestor of yours. You cannot beat him, you cannot scold him, and you cannot drive him away. It is truly hopeless. Tycoon, forget about what just happened. That document never existed. You remain a chore duty disciple of the Lingshu Immortal Sect, don't you understand? Do you expect me to simply lie upon a pile of spirit stones and live a life of mediocrity? I suppose you did not expect this. Old man, you cannot drive me away. Haha, senior brother, what shall we do now? We cannot chase him off, and we cannot afford to keep him. The rules are rigid, and we cannot spend our days guarding this dilapidated courtyard just to serve as his protectors. If the rules cannot be broken, we must abide by them. If we cannot drive him away, let us force him to climb the ranks himself. Since he wishes to cultivate, then let him cultivate. It is time, it is time. Have you finally decided to teach me the path of cultivation? Tycoon, you stated earlier that you wished to rely on your own merits to advance step by step, did you not? Very well, that is a commendable ambition. Provided you pass the examination, you may rightfully become an outer sect disciple, leaving this chore duty area behind. At that point, I shall have far more room to maneuver. Like room to scheme, no doubt. At the second level of chi refining, yet his meridians are as clogged as a stagnant mire. With such meager aptitude, and a frame so fragile, if he does not have his bones crushed to dust within the trial tower, I would call that a stroke of immense fortune. Senior brother, has that document truly addled your wits? This boy is only at the second level of chi refining. Even if he were to consume medicinal pills as if they were candy, he could not reach the 7th level required for the examination. Furthermore, the puppet mechanisms within the trial tower have no eyes. Should he suffer any injury, or shed even a drop of blood, the tens of thousands of sect disciples will surely. Precisely because of that, he must pass this examination. He must not only pass but do so brilliantly, without losing so much as a single hair. Who does this old fortune teller think he is looking down upon? This young master is a man gifted with a system. How could mere mortals ever compare to someone like me? Little ancestor? The sect master was merely teasing you earlier. Why would you resign over such a trifle? Those are the cultivation resources the sect has bestowed upon you. Though the chore duty area is arduous, the sect has never forgotten your contributions. Take them, buy whatever you require, and if it is not enough, simply tell me. Not bad at all. As expected, little son is the most sensible of them all. Withdraw it at once. What is the meaning of this? I have finally grasped the problem. It is the rules again, always those accursed rules. A menial disciple's monthly stipend is merely 3 low-grade spirit stones. The rules state that giving him 100,000 spirit stones is a privilege reserved only for a holy son. Having such status and resources without a matching foundation is considered a violation. This is effectively cheating right under the eyes of the heavenly Tao. You wretched system. That was 100,000 spirit stones. That was 100,000 spirit stones. Good heavens, could you at least let me experience the life of a wealthy master for once? Wait, where are the medicinal pills? Surely giving him a few pills to increase his cultivation level is permissible. If you force a high-grade pill into his mouth, I fear that before the pill even dissolves, we will have already been reduced to dust. To think that a renowned master of the integration stage could be pushed into such a desperate corner. I cannot cheat, and I cannot provide resources. What kind of situation is this? What else is there to do? I'm so weary, let everything just be destroyed. Senior brother, if we cannot drive him away, then why don't we drive ourselves away instead? Think about it. The binding constraint of the heavenly Tao is that Tycoon must be a disciple of the Lingshu Immortal Sect. If all of us, everyone except Tycoon, were to leave the sect, he would still technically be a disciple of the Lingshu Immortal Sect, and whether he lives or dies, would no longer have anything to do with us. This idea is truly insane. It is completely rebellious, and yet it is also perfectly logical. Taking the firewood from beneath the cauldron, this is truly a masterful stroke. Junior brother, you are a genius. Sectmaster, the last time I saw you smile like that, you ended up vomiting. Elder son, the time has come for you to repay the sect. You are to leave the sect of your own volition. Librarian son, having served the sect for 1,372 years, hereby requests to leave the sect for personal reasons. What, Sectmaster? This cannot be. What transgression have I committed that warrants such an expulsion? For 1,342 years I have served with the utmost caution, never once shying away from hardship. Loyalty to this sect is as clear as the harvest moon. Who said you committed any fault? This is a tactical maneuver, do you understand? Expelling you is the only way to save your life. That is correct, elder son. Once you are no longer a member of this sect, even if that grand ancestor should suffer a minor ailment, you will no longer be struck by divine retribution. Do you comprehend? That does sound plausible, I suppose. But why do I still feel that something is amiss? This is merely an experiment. If this method proves effective, I shall follow in your footsteps immediately. Damn, this old man is quite clever. His train of thought is truly unlike that of an ordinary person. Does he intend to expel himself to cheat the heavens? It is exactly like dissolving a company just to establish a new one. Do not speak too soon. Perhaps this really is a viable path, provided that the system doesn't object. Senior brother, please affix your seal. Junior brother, my stomach has been delicate lately. If the heavenly Tao takes issue with this, rest assured, this plan will certainly succeed. Are you implying that if something goes wrong I will have to swallow this paper? Senior brother, in truth my own stomach is also. My good junior brother? I did not quite hear what you just said. Why don't you repeat that for me? Very well, for the sake of a peaceful life hereafter. This paper is quite nourishing, isn't it, junior brother? That is more like it. Truly, a touching display of fraternal affection. Watch closely. Senior brother seems to be completely still. Did he succeed? There is no pain, and the heavy feeling from before has vanished. I am free. Sectmaster, sect leader, I am unharmed, and the heavenly tribulation lightning did not strike me. Haha, that is correct. Although the heavenly Tao is tyrannical, it still adheres to its own logic. As long as the procedures are legitimate, it cannot find fault. Because Sun Shushu is no longer a sect elder. This wealth now belongs to a wandering cultivator passing by, who, seeing a pitiful handyman disciple, decided to bestow a reward upon him. It is perfectly logical. Young man, I see that you possess an extraordinary constitution, and are truly a talent. Consider this meager wealth a token of our first meeting. This maneuver is masterful. If we all depart from the sect, this Lingshu Immortal sect will be nothing more than an empty shell for Tycoon to deal with. When that time comes, we shall head to the neighboring mountain to establish a new Taishu Immortal sect and welcome everyone there. Whatever trouble this brat wants to stir up, let him do as he pleases, just as long as he is out of our sight and no longer a nuisance. Bring pen and paper, dear junior brother, you should sign as well. Today, we brothers shall join forces to complete the sect withdrawal procedures for everyone, from the highest to the lowest. We are no longer pretending. We are finally laying all our cards on the table, aren't we? I am still standing right here, yet you have already begun to undermine the very foundations of the sect. What is happening? My blood essence is drying up, my source is damaged, and my primordial spirit is dissipating. Sectmaster, I feel so dizzy. This is the backlash of the heavenly law. I understand now. The shackles of the heavenly Tao do not belong to the Lingzhu Immortal sect because of Tycoon. Rather, the Lingzhu Immortal sect belongs to Tycoon. Each time one of us departs, we weaken the sect pact, effectively tearing down the walls of Tycoon's house. If the walls collapse, Tycoon will die first, and we shall be buried alongside him. Damn it. My cultivation. Senior brother, hurry. There is still time to salvage this. Quickly have elder son rejoin the sect. Patch this breach immediately. Hurry. Right quickly. Senior brother, let us not cause any more trouble from now on. We cannot play by the rules he has set. The outer sect examination is in 3 months. Tycoon, listen closely. I demand that you pass. Disperse. Sect leader, if you do not provide a satisfactory explanation, we will not survive the next month. 50 years, 50 long years. That was 50 years of my lifespan. In the blink of an eye, it was all drained away. And now you return, intending to toy with my life. I was just about to ask you about this myself. I had just extinguished the flame when my hand trembled, and an entire furnace of Earth-grade high-quality flying swords was ruined. Ruining the swords is a minor matter. I felt my heart stop beating just a moment ago. Sect leader, how much have you uncovered in your investigation? Silence, all of you. We demand you. Withdraw those wretched sword auras immediately, and the rest of you as well. Retract your pressure at once. Do you realize the consequences if you accidentally injure someone? Senior brother, is this brat your illegitimate son? Illegitimate son. your head. He is your ancestor. Truly a pack of fools. Senior brother, there are things that should not be spoken so recklessly. We want you, dare to take another step if you wish. Just let a sliver of sword aura slip out, and see how I deal with you. I mean what I say. For thousands of years, we brothers have braved life and death together, sharing a bond as deep as the sea. Yet now, senior brother is willing to say such things, all for the sake of a mere handyman. Senior brother, what could have possibly occurred to make you so tense over a lowly servant disciple? Could it be that all the recent disturbances are linked to this child? Honored elders, perhaps we should sit down and discuss this? Standing for so long is quite tiring. You brat, is it your place to speak here? Under which? Seeing a gathering of peak masters, yet you lack the discipline to kneel and dare to interrupt? Hold your tongues and withdraw your pressure at once. All of you retract your auras and be seated. Elders, let me reintroduce him. His name is Tycoon. From this moment on, do not treat him as a mere servant. Then what are we to consider him? A direct disciple? Consider him your ancestor. Our biological ancestor? Your own flesh and blood ancestor. Everyone, sit down. You have lived for thousands of years. Why must you act so rashly at every provocation? What I am about to say concerns the very survival of the Lingshu Immortal Sect. Before you hear it, the 7 of you must swear a heavenly Tao oath that you will not reveal a single word. A heavenly Tao oath? Senior brother, what could possibly be so grave? Perform the oath first, then listen. The Sect Master truly loves his senior brother and junior sister. Even when he is about to be humiliated, he does not forget to drag them along with him. It is truly moving to the point of tears. Let us go. Find a secluded place to swear your oath. Is this truly happening? So it turns out to be real. This is utter absurdity. I, Bai Duanxiao, have cultivated the Tao for 3,800 years, shattering 10,000 techniques with a single sword, a mighty being of the unity stage. And now you tell me that my life hangs by a thread because of a piece of trash at the second layer of chi condensation? If he were to trip and fall into a cesspit, does that mean I must follow him to my death? How is one supposed to cultivate under these conditions? Do you think I desired this? We see no sign of this so-called protagonist's golden finger, only a noisy gathering of troublesome people. That will not do, senior brother. This matter absolutely cannot continue in this state. It is better to suffer the pain once. Why not simply drive this brat out of the sect and be done with it? Junior brother Bai, you are truly the smartest among us. Drive him away, give him some spirit stones, and cast him out. That is all it takes. Everyone. That method has already been attempted, and we nearly lost all our lifespan in the process. Are you saying the recent depletion of our longevity was because you all attempted to expel this boy? If senior brother had not been decisive enough to swallow that expulsion order, our entire sect would be preparing for our own funerals by now. I swallowed it. The taste was nothing special, but the consequences were dire indeed. That is not all. We have exhausted every conceivable method available to us. Every reaction you witnessed just now is the result of those efforts. So what course of action should we take now? If he must climb step by step, then these old bones shall serve as stepping stones. Use all your strength to elevate him as I command. Senior brother, it is clear this boy is not following the conventional path of immortality. Why must we force him to break through? Could we not simply cater to his every need and station guards in the shadows, ensuring he lives out his life in peace? Old Han, the boy is only at the second level of chi refining. How much longer do you think he can survive? Once his lifespan is exhausted, and he departs this world to join his ancestors, would we not all be following him shortly thereafter? Senior brother, your foresight is truly profound. Esteemed sect masters and peak lords, I have yet to finish today's tasks. If I do not depart now, I shall be punished. Work? What kind of work? You no longer need to go. Rules, always these damned rules. Go on then, child. That cursed system. I am now a man of wealth, holding 100,000 spirit stones, yet it still forces me to carry night soil. Dear host, as a menial disciple, you must be diligent in your duties. Failure to complete your tasks will be considered a violation. Carrying night soil. What kind of task is this? With a frame as frail as mine, what if I were to stumble? Go, I shall accompany you. Let me carry this load of night soil for you. I, too, shall join. An affair of such great importance cannot be taken lightly. Indeed, we must provide protection. We must absolutely protect his path. I thought these great elders, silence, all of you, 8 experts at the body integration and void refinement stages, actually want to follow a chi refining novice to haul night soil? You wish to protect his path? Are you afraid the heavenly Tao might somehow miss what you are doing? We must remain cautious and vigilant. Quite right, that accursed system would never permit such a thing. Alas, my life is like a frail reed, carrying night soil in the middle of the field. If we let him go alone, what if some ignorant disciple crosses his path and gives him a shove? That wretched outer sect master is truly shameless, always bullying the newcomers. Senior brothers, junior brothers, I fear we are making things difficult for ourselves. The path of immortality forbids us from directly protecting him, but it does not forbid us from taking a stroll. We simply find the scenery of the back mountain pleasant, and wish to enjoy a walk to clear our minds. Our divine sense merely swept past him. So long as he does not discover our presence, how could this be considered a violation? We shall call this a coincidence. A stroll. It is merely a stroll. Hanzhen, Buiduan Tiu, I command you both to immediately head to the labor quarters at the back of the mountain and stroll properly. This cursed system is clearly mocking me. I hold the protagonist script, and even if it is the useless trope, I am still the protagonist. Yet it forces the lead to haul waste. It is truly an embarrassment to all those who have transmigrated. Well, what the... Oh boy, I feel as though I have never been this tense in my entire life. Watching this lad haul hog manure is more nerve-wracking than when I underwent my tribulation years ago. After 3,000 years of cultivation, today I have finally witnessed what is truly called a great terror. It is over. It seems junior sister Luke's method of strolling has begun. Exactly. Senior brother. I was just thinking, if circumventing the laws by strolling is tacitly permitted by the heavenly Tao, does that not mean as long as we make it appear coincidental, it cannot interfere? In that case, what if we provide him with a fated opportunity? A fated opportunity. That is right, a fated opportunity. Everyone think. What is the one thing the cultivation world has in abundance? It is the hidden dwellings left behind by ancient masters. Lost manuals, falling off a cliff to discover divine techniques. These are all called fated opportunities. If Tycoon is walking down a path, accidentally falls into a cavern, and discovers an peerless manual, what does that have to do with us? It can only be said that his luck is exceptional, and he is favored by the heavenly Tao. If we happen to know where that cave is, and we also happen to throw a cultivation technique we no longer need into that cave, would that be considered cheating? Is at most merely helping the heavenly Tao perfect the details of his fated opportunity? Is it really possible to play the game this way? Yes, senior brother is truly brilliant. You are a genius. Indeed, this tactic is exquisite. We could arrange for him to accidentally harvest a 1,000-year-old spiritual herb, or let him accidentally stumble upon an ancient, broken formation, and from it comprehend the true essence of the array Tao. I could even talk he shall wait for him to arrive, to carry the manure, and then stumble upon it. That is right. As long as one's mindset does not falter, there are always more solutions than difficulties. However, one must eat a meal bite by bite, and travel a path step by step. Let us begin this first step with the outer disciple examination. His cultivation level is his greatest weakness. Junior brother, you have much to say. Tell me, how should we present his first fortuitous encounter? Cultivation is the foundation. The distance between the second and seventh levels of qi condensation is not insignificant. So this first encounter must be something that allows his cultivation to soar in a short amount of time. Medicinal pills are the fastest route, but he cannot handle high-grade elixirs, and low-grade ones are useless. Therefore, we can only rely on a cultivation manual, but Tycoon's aptitude is far too poor. Even if there are unorthodox cultivation manuals that allow for rapid advancement, their side effects are grave, yet orthodox manuals are far too slow in their effects. He could spend 100 years wandering and still not reach the 7th level of qi condensation. That is simply because his manual is insufficient. The scripture pavilion houses tens of thousands of manuals. I refuse to believe we cannot find one that is suitable. At worst, I shall craft one for him myself. Indeed, junior brother, you speak the truth. A path is formed by those who walk it, and fortuitous encounters are created by those who seize them. From this moment on, we must change our way of living. If the conditions exist, we charge forward. If they do not, we create the conditions to charge forward. But our methods must be gentle, for if he exerts even the slightest bit of force, we shall surely suffer a few broken bones. Senior brother, a cultivation manual is fine, but his innate foundation is that of a good-for-nothing. No matter how good the seed, it cannot bloom if sown upon a rock. Does junior sister have a better suggestion? Within my peak, I possess a 9-orifice exquisite lotus root that requires 3,000 years to mature. A mortal who consumes it can be reborn and shed their mortal skin, birthing a spiritual root. It is merely that its nature is incredibly overbearing. Mortal who consumes it must endure the agony of flesh being torn and bones being shattered for 49 days. No, anything that inflicts such pain is absolutely unacceptable. Senior brother who said he must consume it raw. I shall extract its essence, dilute it 100-fold, and arrange for Tai Khan to accidentally find it, along with instructions to consume it very slowly. Does this count as a fortuitous encounter? Excellent, this approach is perfect. Let us proceed accordingly. Whether it be cultivation manuals, heavenly treasures, dharma artifacts, or medicinal pills, everything. Think of every possible way to transform these into fortuitous encounters for him. Remember, it must be entirely logical. Under no circumstances must he realize we are the ones orchestrating this. Otherwise, the heavenly Tao will immediately take notice. Obey the sect master's order and disperse at once. Remember, act with speed and maintain precision. Haha, I suppose I can consider myself a man of means now. I must treat myself to something exquisite for every meal. One can suffer through many hardships, but one must never let their stomach go hungry. I must make the arrangements immediately. Has he left already? Grrr. He is moving far too slowly. Indeed. Do you think he might stumble and fall? Wait, the direction he is heading is not toward the spirit beast zone, but toward the auxiliary hall of the Chore disciples, the territory of that old man, Xuan. This is disastrous. Trouble is brewing. If that boy encounters those outer sect disciples and gets beaten to a pulp, only to be thrown to the spirit beasts, wouldn't that ruin everything? Swan, you brat, you had better be careful. Here he comes. Who is coming? Tycoon. It is over. The little ancestor has stepped out again. No, I must rush out to welcome him at once. What if the ancestor trips at the door? How would I account for that? But to rush out so crudely would appear far too forced and overly enthusiastic. What should I do? What is to be done? Ah, I have an idea. Well, Takan, are you out so early to begin your tasks? I wonder, does my performance seem natural enough? Huh? What did you just call me? Oh, my loose tongue has brought disaster upon me. Look at this failing memory of mine. I should have addressed you as Little Ancestor, shouldn't I? Little Ancestor, may I ask what noble purpose brings you here today? It is nothing of great importance. The meal you delivered yesterday was quite satisfactory, so I intended to come and purchase another portion today. You came to purchase a meal? You should have told me sooner, my lord. I could have arranged for someone to deliver it directly to your residence. That will not do. The rule is unbreakable. So you actually know about unbreakable rules? Then shouldn't you show me some respect? Yes, this lowly one was confused. Please, come inside. This way, sir. May I ask what kind our young ancestor would like to choose? We have options priced at 3, 4, and 5 low-grade spirit stones. Very well, give me the 5 spirit stone variety, 10 portions first. Here are 100 low-grade spirit stones. Keep the remainder as a tip for your service. Truly an ancestor, your generosity is magnificent. Esteemed ancestor, as cultivators, we should always seek ways to improve our strength. If I may say, to the east of the servant quarters, there is a small market. A small market? That is correct. It is a place where the servant disciples have gathered to form a market. It is a chaotic place, a mixture of the excellent and the mediocre. The majority of the items there are mere scraps and junk. However, occasionally among that pile of refuse, one can unearth a hidden treasure. It all depends on the sharpness of your eye. Great one, why is it so crowded today? Tycoon, you have arrived? The wind antelopes are giving birth on a large scale today, and the disciples from the beast-taming peak are down here to assist with the delivery. They are all outer sect senior brothers. Wind antelope, that sounds delicious. Grilled meat is the most fragrant. Later, I must tell Little Zun to prepare a feast of lamb for us to try. It seems an opportunity is about to manifest in the servant quarters back mountain. It must be some kind of spiritual herb. Shh, keep your voice down. An opportunity in the back mountain? Tycoon. What are you doing standing there blankly? Have you finished hauling the manure yet? Does this overseer dare to shout at your ancestor? If I were not afraid of revealing my identity and inviting unnecessary trouble, I would have beaten you to a pulp already. This won't do. I must the fortuitous encounter at the back mountain. I must go and investigate it next time. Senior brother, did he hear us just now? He surely must have. As long as the master's orders are followed, all will be well. The stage has already been set. Let us see if our protagonist is sensible enough to play along. Come and purchase your goods. Prices are surprisingly affordable today. Since there is a fortuitous encounter at the back mountain, I must prepare thoroughly. I should acquire some equipment first. The Peakmaster summoned us last night to take an oath. It must be because of the person before us. I wonder if it will be as effective as the rumors suggest. Do not worry, as long as we follow the script, everything will proceed smoothly. Understood, Peakmaster. Prepare to begin. Is this your first time setting up a stall, junior sister? Quickly, pay the stall fee. Hurry up and find your spot. Each stall costs half a low-grade spirit stone. Senior brother, my mother is gravely ill. Could you please allow me to owe you the stall fee for now? Whether your mother lives or dies, what does that have to do with me? If you do not have the money, then get lost. Do not even think about setting up shop here. Oh my, in broad daylight. Such an injustice is taking place? Wait a moment. This level of acting is even worse than that of a short film actor. This is truly tiresome. Furthermore, is this plot not a bit too cliché? These onlookers. Standing there is one thing, but they have left exactly one opening directed straight toward me. This is undoubtedly an Immortal's trap. I am far too experienced with this trick. If I were to rush in, the next second I would certainly be surrounded by this mob. Stand your ground, brother. You have damaged my flying sword. Are you trying to swindle me? Still so green, yet why is he still standing there? They must be frightened out of their wits. After all, their cultivation base is far too low. This scenario feels somehow wrong. Shouldn't they have been incensed enough to charge forward by now? You still refuse to pay the fee, is that it? Then today I will ensure you cannot sell even a single herb. My medicinal herbs. What? Look, he is retreating. What is the meaning of this? It appears he is standing by to watch a show. Well, your performance was passable. But do refrain from such theatrics next time. You have hands and feet. Would it not be better to seek honest work? Are you trying to extort me? You are all still far too green. Take this spirit stone as payment for your tiresome performance. Huh, brat playing this game with me. Go back and train for another few hundred years. Senior brother, do not worry. That was merely the appetizer. There is a much better show to come. Elder Fang, make haste. I was resting peacefully, feigning death in the scripture pavilion, yet that old fox Chu Juzhang dragged me out, and after suffering a lightning strike, my head is still ringing even now. Forget it. The very fate of the sect rests in the hands of that lad. That was the previous generation. Sigh. Little brother, please do not raise your voice. We share in what we find. Is that not the way of things? Why does this plot point sound so familiar? The hero saves the beauty act from earlier was sloppy, but at least there was a beauty. This time, it has been replaced by a disheveled old man. This old man looks no different from a beggar, yet he can erase another person's divine sense at will. Even for a low-grade storage ring, one must possess significant cultivation to achieve such a feat. However, sir, your craft is quite impressive, Elder. It is merely a way to put food on the table. Why is there only a single tattered book here? My luck is truly as wretched as a stray dog. It looked so polished, just like the real thing. It turns out the storage bag is even emptier than my own. Regardless, we have already scavenged it. This is what one calls fate. However, with only one item, it is difficult to settle. This old man is already approaching the end of his days. I have no hope left for cultivation. The book you gave me is likely only good for wiping one's rear. On the contrary, this storage bag might fetch enough coins to buy a few jugs of wine. How about this? The storage bag shall belong to me, and the book shall be yours. This book may look old and tattered, but for all we know, it could be a peerless cultivation manual. This is too familiar. This routine is all too familiar. Is this not the same trick as the charlatans selling fake antiques outside the train station in my past life? My boy, this heirloom jade was just unearthed. Because of a family emergency, I am selling it to you at a bargain. The script is exactly the same. This is no ordinary tattered book. This is the quintessence, carefully refined from thousands of Earth-grade manuals, dismantled and reassembled into a peerless treasure. It allows for lightning-fast breakthroughs with no pain and no side effects. If Tycoon merely trains with this for half a month, he will smoothly break through to the 7th level of chi refining. That is right. Take it. Accept it. Old man, allow me to analyze this situation for you. You take the most valuable item and toss me something that is clearly trouble. It might even be a forbidden item, or the original copy stolen from some sect. If the owner comes looking for you later, you will have your storage bag and vanish, leaving me to hold this volatile book and take the blame. The evidence is right here, and at that moment, I would not only have to return the book, but also compensate them for the storage bag. If I am lucky, I will be given a severe beating. If I am unlucky, I will be dragged to the enforcement hall. My dear elder, please add this amateurish trick of splitting the spoils is pathetic. Even a 3-year-old in my village wouldn't believe such a lie. No, this is a genuine fortuitous encounter. That truly is a rare treasure. I am not deceiving you. What reason would I have to do so? With your nimble hands and feet, you could do anything, so why insist on swindling people? Is it not that you are eyeing my spirit stones and trying to goad me into paying for you? You should keep this manual and make use of it yourself. Sect Master, are there any other scripts to play out? If we are finished, our young ancestor appears to be preparing to leave. My child, you must ensure this time is a complete success. Of Wong, it is your turn now. Bring out your ultimate technique. You are only permitted to win, not to lose. Rest assured, Master. Rest assured, this disciple is ready. It seems this world of cultivation is quite mediocre, filled with nothing but pretension and traps. Oh, look, an acquaintance. Is that not Zhang Xiaohua who works at the Spirit Beast Garden? Why is he resorting to fortune-telling? Taoist Master, your divination is truly precise. It is true that I have 3 brothers, and since my mother fell ill, I have been troubled by a lack of spirit stones. Then I met you. Today, this humble Taoist simply passed by. Since we share a karmic bond, the reading is free of charge. Be gone. Oh, I said be gone. So, you are not even charging for fortune-telling now? This must be a new type of swindling tactic. Taoist Master, please cast a reading for me as well. You will not read for me? What is the meaning of this? You read for that girl just a moment ago. Why will you not read for me now? Are you discriminating against men? It is because you lack affinity. You want to talk about affinity, do you? Is this amount of spirit stones enough to establish a karmic bond? Very well, if you are so desperate to ask, this humble Taoist will make an exception just this once. What is it you wish to ask? Are you inquiring about your future prospects? I want to know if I can truly travel far upon this path of cultivation. Place your hand here. When the heavenly secrets manifest, destiny reveals itself. Very well, I just need to wait for a Wong's signal to lure him to the back mountain. That should settle the matter. How could this be possible? How does a disciple at the first level of Qi refining possess such a terrifying fate? It is a chaotic void, an abyss that even the heavenly Tao cannot penetrate. This contains the collective fortune of the entire Lingzhu Immortal Sect. Damn it. I am coughing up blood. Taoist, has your internal injury flared up again? Forget it. I can no longer keep up this facade. I am about to be exposed. Surely the Sect Master will not execute me for this, right? I haven't even finished my lines yet. How Howron? Does divination really exhaust one's lifespan to such an extent? Taoist, things are looking grim. Please do not die here. But why is he trembling like that? Who exactly is this Taoist? I understand now. In these cultivation tales, this is usually an expert descending the mountain. But what do I do now? Does he have a token to contact his sect? This is a disaster. I was merely performing a scene from a play. I forgot to tell the disciple not to actually attempt divination. Someone at my level of the fusion stage nearly lost their life. How could that mere boy dare to attempt it? That is truly courting death. Junior brother, your disciple is quite impressive. That spray of blood was artistic. His deathly pale complexion looked entirely genuine. All that effort just for a performance, even using a 9-turn soul-returning pill. Is the cost of this not a bit heavy on the purse? From where did this old man emerge? Please excuse the unseemly display, young friend. I am the master of this rebellious disciple. He snuck down the mountain without my knowledge. It was only when his life tablet cracked that I was able to arrive in time. Ah, my apologies, Taoist priest. Is this young Taoist quite all right? As you can see for yourself, my rebellious disciple has yet to master his studies, yet he dared to forcibly divine the secrets of heaven, resulting in a backlash. I fear a divination cannot be performed today. Young friend, here is the fee you provided for the reading. Since the divination could not be completed, I must return these funds to you. Taoist priest, please do not be so formal. You should keep them. It was my insistence that brought this young Taoist to such a state. Consider this a small token to buy a chicken to help him recover his health. Please, Taoist priest, accept it. Had I not forced him, he would not have fallen into this condition. Do not decline. This is merely a small gesture of my sincerity. If you refuse, you are looking down upon me, Taikon. You are truly a righteous man, young friend. In that case, I shall accept this on my disciple's behalf, and thank you. Taoist priest, just before the young Taoist fainted, he pointed toward the back mountain and tried to say something, but before he could finish, you arrived. This brat has finally taken the bait. Young friend, let us consider today's events as if you never saw them. The fortuitous encounter at the back mountain, do not speak of it, do not ask about it, and above all, do not be curious. My disciple only intended to take a glimpse, and he has already met with such a fate. If you recklessly touch upon that cause and effect, I fear you may have the life to discover it, but not the life to enjoy it. Remember this well. Do not speak of it, and do not be foolish enough to investigate it further. Ah, it flew away. This Taoist is surely a genuine expert of the highest caliber. If that is the case, then the fortuitous encounter the two outer sect senior brothers mentioned before, is it truly this proves that the rear mountain must surely contain a formidable treasure. What is this about having a life to claim it, but no life to enjoy it? Are you joking? I am the protagonist after all. It seems I have no choice but to venture into this rear mountain. How did it go? What is the status? Has that young brat swallowed the bait completely? Of course he has. Not only did he believe it, but he even gave me a few spirit stones for medical expenses. Excellent. This brat knows how to play along. Now that he has taken the bait, what comes next? Junior brother Han, junior sister Hua, it is your turn now. This fated encounter at the rear mountain must be orchestrated to perfection. All of this is nothing but scrap metal and junk. A rusted, shattered blade like this, and you dare call it the ancient blood sword. This entire pile of trash does not contain a single decent item. My friend, let me ask you something quietly. Please, esteemed guest, speak freely. I have been roaming this place for over a decade, and know everything. Is there any place around here that sells items of true quality? You have asked the right person. For a wealthy patron like yourself, only the outer disciple market is worthy of your status. Simply head 10 miles north, and you will arrive at the outer disciple trade district. There, you will find Dharma artifacts, medicinal elixirs, and talismans. There is nothing that they do not possess. This is what the life of a cultivator should truly be like. Those ignorant bumpkins. I am merely keeping a low profile and living as a commoner. I shall not bother myself with the likes of you short-sighted fools. The most important task now is to acquire equipment and prepare to seize the fated opportunity of the rear mountain. Hey, what do you think you are doing? Did you take a wrong turn? Go to the alley out back to scavenge for scraps. This place is not meant for the likes of you. Have you lost your mind? Ah, a most distinguished guest, please, come in. My subordinates were ignorant of your stature. I hope you will not take their lack of manners to heart. At Duaobao Pavilion, we do not judge a person by their attire, but by their bearing and the peerless aura they emanate. This must be a grandmaster who has come to sweep our store clean. This fatty is quite something. He is just as smooth-tongued as that young master. Shopkeeper, bring out all the equipment and medicinal elixirs suitable for the key refining stage. Do not attempt to deceive me with scraps or inferior goods. I am not lacking in wealth. I require only the finest items, and I shall pay any price you demand. Looking at the way his storage pouch bulges and hearing the clatter from within, he must possess at least tens of thousands of spirit stones. A lucrative opportunity has arrived. Certainly, right away. Please, sir, wait just a moment. Quickly, bring out all the treasures reserved for the key refining stage for this lord. How much for this azure Dharma sword? Your eye for quality is truly sharp, sir. This is a supreme-grade masterpiece crafted by a grandmaster blacksmith. It is a mere 800 spirit stones. Shall I finalize the transaction for you? What in the world is this? Sir, this azure bone sword requires the user to reach at least the 5th level of chi refining to be activated. If you purchase it without having reached the required level, it will serve no purpose other than as a decorative piece. Quickly, find me something that does not require spiritual energy to operate. Shopkeeper, do you have any instant weapons? The kind that detonates upon impact without requiring any complex techniques? This item is called the Heaven Thunder Bead. It contains a sealed force of lightning. It requires no spiritual energy. Simply pull the seal and throw it with force. Boom. Even a late-stage chi refining cultivator would be killed or crippled by this. Is this not a cultivation world version of a grenade? This will do nicely. It is simple, brutal, and effective. Wrap up 100 of them for me. How many did you say? 100. What is this ancestor planning to do? Is he intending to raise a mountain? If 100 of those were thrown at once, even a slight vibration would trigger a chain reaction. His own demise is his own concern, but these old bones would be obliterated alongside him. Grandmaster, I implore you. No one purchases them in such quantities. They are not exactly stable. If you carry 100 of these on your person, should you stumble or suffer a minor collision, the enemy need not even lift a finger to end you. You have already gone to see the King of Hell. How could you still self-destruct? That would be no different from carrying a barrel of gunpowder around for nothing. I have yet to enjoy my life to the fullest. I cannot die in such a meaningless way. If I cannot buy offensive items, perhaps defensive ones will suffice? Bring me the finest defensive Dharma treasure you have here. Show me the one with the most impenetrable defense. Something I can wear that absorbs blows without needing me to channel spiritual energy. This is truly perilous. This outer sect is indeed a place where the strong devour the weak. Although it is merely a Dharma treasure, the lining is woven with pure gold thread. Furthermore, it is inlaid with 3 defensive formations. The moment it is struck, the formation will automatically protect its master. It can withstand even a full-force strike from a foundation establishment expert. However, this set is a pre-ordered item. The inner garment already has an owner. Is there truly nothing else available? This outer robe is the most formidable defensive gear in the treasure pavilion. To date, no one has possessed the wealth to purchase it. The price is 3,000 low-grade spirit stones. I will take it for 3,000 stones. It is just a small sum. This piece of junk is supposed to withstand a foundation establishment strike? I doubt it could even stop a goose. Brother is this the kind of trash your weapon refining peak produces? How disgraceful. When he heads to the back mountain, remember to place an incense offering in the stone crevice for him. I feel embarrassed just watching him wear such rags. Do you have any other defensive treasures that can be used simply by attaching them to the body, without needing spiritual energy to control them? The more durable, the better. The black tortoise dry shield, crafted from a 300-year-old turtle shell, it requires no spiritual energy, protects automatically when ambushed, and withstands 3 strikes from a foundation establishment expert. Wrap it up. And what about talismans? Bring out... Are you a wealthy patron, sir? It is not that I refuse to sell, but high-grade talismans require spiritual energy to be activated. Given your current cultivation level, how could you possibly handle such power? Do common talismans like the fireball, frost arrow, or earth-crushing talismans also require spiritual energy to function? Those types do not. A mere shred of spiritual power is enough to trigger them. However, sir, their power is quite lackluster. They might be enough to catch a rabbit, but using them in a real battle would be utterly foolish. If 1 is not enough to kill, then I shall use 10. If 10 will not suffice, then 100. Nay, give me 1,000 of them. Fireball, frost arrow, swift movement, Vajra. Give me everything that can be used. Whatever you have in stock, weigh them up and sell them to me by the kilo. I refuse to believe that I cannot crush any monster by simply throwing enough money at it. Until we meet again, sir. Next time I shall offer you a drastic discount. Oh, opportunity, the Zhao family has arrived. This lad is still not quite ready. He is both timid and overly suspicious, with his inherent distrust of this world. Even if we managed to lure him to the back mountain, the slightest disturbance will likely send him fleeing in terror. He must face adversity. He needs to suffer a few setbacks. Or rather, he simply needs to gain some practical experience. Exactly, we must make him realize his own potential so that he might taste the sweetness of victory. Even a small triumph is enough to show him that although the cultivation world is chaotic, the equipment he carries is not merely for show. Once confidence is established, a man's courage will naturally grow. In that case, whom shall we send to act as his target practice? Using people will not work. Taiku looks at everyone as if they were a con artist. Leave this task to me. If humans will not suffice, we shall use a spirit beast. Has that lad not just purchased a mountain of talismans and artifacts? It is the perfect opportunity to test his skills. Find a beast that looks truly ferocious, enough to strike terror into one's soul, yet whose actual combat strength is nothing more than trash. Set an ambush along the path back to the servant quarters. Have the spirit beast leap out and let out a few growls. The lad will be so frightened that he will blindly throw his talismans. That spirit beast shall collapse with a single wail, and perhaps it should even be trained to cough up a bit of blood to sell the act. In doing so, he will feel the satisfaction of slaying a demon and realize that the money he spent was not wasted. Will his confidence not flourish from there? Agreed. It is settled. Junior Brother Mu, choose a D character title. Remember, you must appear truly malevolent. The more wicked, the better. Something that would make a child weep in terror at the mere sight of you. However, you must ensure it possesses absolutely no lethality. The miscellaneous Shores district remains the most suitable choice. Although it may reek, the people there live far more honestly. Who is there? Stop playing the ghost and acting mysterious. I have already spotted you. Is this a demonic beast? This encounter might truly be the end of me. Such a grave oversight. This old dog is truly advanced in years. His chronic bronchitis makes his roar rather weak. Cease your nonsense. Let us see how Tycoon handles this situation. Throw that stack of talismans out. Even a pig would be forced to let out a cry. What should I do? What should I do? Damn it. I have never witnessed such a scene in my life. Damn it, relieve yourself already. Liu is going all out, risking everything. Monstrosity, witness my technique. This coward, hiding in his shell, actually has quite quick reflexes. Windblade Talisman, cut you to pieces. Heavenly Dazzle Talisman, blind you to death. Ice Spike Technique, pierce you to death. Earth Sovereign Talisman, crush you to death. Fireball Talisman, go to your death. You unscrupulous merchant, you sold me defective goods. You have doomed me. Is this truly the stack of talismans our sect produces? The fault does not lie with the talismans, but with the spiritual energy fueling them. At the second level of chi refining, his spiritual power is far too weak. No matter how potent the talisman, in his hands, it is nothing more than a water pistol. It is finished. The brat has run out of tricks. Damn it, thousands of talismans worth so many spirit stones, and all I get is the sound of firecrackers. Is this beast forged from iron? I cannot endure this any longer. I have already prepared myself to lie on the floor and cough up blood. I beg of you, please use some actual strength. Do not be so smug just yet. Watch as I blast you to pieces right now. I have yet to reveal my true strength. Oh, this is disastrous. This is bad. Run for your lives. That is a Heaven Thunder bead. It does not require spiritual energy to activate and deals true damage. Do not look away. You nearly scared me to death. The brat did not even pull the pin. Truly, this is karmic retribution. You have to pull the iron ring out. He actually used it to throw at me. What time is it? I do not know. If we return any later, Kenan will have eaten all the midnight snacks. This two-legged human is both pathetic and greedy. How incredibly dull. Damn it. He dares to call me pathetic. Does he think killing me is beneath him? Is he afraid of dirtying his mouth? Very well indeed. This is a prize meant to be kept. Are you saying it falls just because it was touched? Did it fall? It did not fall, but it has completely shattered all of our hopes. Senior brother, you cannot blame my dog. It has already performed its role with great effort. It is simply because the boy's spirit is completely shattered. He must surely realize that the cultivation world is fraught with traps at every turn. Only his own humble dwelling remains the safest sanctuary. Everything else is finished. It seems this young man is effectively ruined, and we shall meet our end, right along with him. We might as well wait for death. After all, 100 years is but a fleeting moment. With the blink of an eye, a lifetime passes. Or perhaps, esteemed senior brothers, perhaps we have been heading in the wrong direction. The issue in the recent battle lies entirely with Tycoon himself. His talisman throwing technique is nothing short of a catastrophe, throwing them haphazardly like petals in the wind. He never hits a single target. What is it that Junior Sister Wrong implies? It is quite simple. If he cannot master the orthodox paths of cultivation, we shall teach him the art of the pseudo-talisman master, transforming him into a true tycoon who crushes enemies with sheer wealth. Could I truly be that incompetent? In what way am I incompetent? I am a novice who has only cultivated for a few days, knowing only how to use cleaning talismans. When faced with a first-tier demonic beast, did I flee? Did I soil my robes in terror? Not in the slightest. I fought with my life, spending 10,000 spirit stones and exhausting every resource I possessed. And yet, what was the result? Those talismans were no better than scrap paper. The Heavenly Thunder talisman I threw didn't even have the impact of a passing breeze. This is clearly a matter of quality. Duo Bao Jie is nothing but a den of thieves, selling me counterfeit and shoddy goods. Yes, that must be it. Wang Yukai, that detestable fatty. Just you wait. I shall summon the enforcement hall to seal your shop permanently. Greetings, Zingda brother. I am Liu Ruyan, an after-sales representative from Duo Baoge. Seeing your massive order yesterday, I have come to provide you with our premium customer service. Your products are so remarkable indeed, that I spent thousands of spirit stones on fireworks just to provide some amusement for that spirit beast. Look at me. I am merely a novice at the second level of chi refining. Do you truly think it is easy for someone like me? I saved for so long to purchase these life-saving items. Yet after throwing thousands of talismans, not even a single hair on that beast was singed. I was humiliated by that creature in front of the entire street, and not a single strand of its fur was harmed. Do you have any idea how deeply my fragile spirit has been wounded? Junior brother, please calm yourself. If the talismans did not function, perhaps the fault does not lie with the talismans themselves. Is it possible that the error lies in your technique? Haha, I knew it. I knew you would say exactly that. Your scripted excuses are truly tiresome. If a substandard, it is the customer's fault for not knowing how to use it. If a computer crashes, it is the customer's improper operation. If a talisman fails to detonate, it is the user's throwing posture that was incorrect. I am a novice at the second level of chi refining. If I am wrong, I accept it. I will admit that my technique may have been flawed. But when you sold these items, did your manual not state that you would send someone to instruct me? No, not at all. Now that something has gone wrong, you shift all the blame onto me. Your after-sales service is truly something to behold. That is not the case. I truly only wish to instruct you. Instruct me? Instruct me in what? And how to discard this pile of useless scraps of paper in a more aesthetically pleasing manner. Come here, look closely at this fireball talisman. Do you see? This is the very item I spent thousands of spirit stones to acquire. Is this my treasure? And now you dare tell me that this is my fault. How can you expect me to believe you? It is obvious, crystal clear, that your method of activation is incorrect. Are you satisfied now? Very well. It was my technique. The fault lies entirely with me. None of you are in the wrong. Everything is the customer's fault. Is that correct? That settles it. I got too worked up and made her cry. Hey, do not cry. I was not targeting you. I was scolding that old man Wang Yutai. Yes, it is his fault for selling counterfeit goods. Very well, I was wrong. I apologize. Are you satisfied? So it is fine if you teach me, right? I mean it. In truth, the way you threw it just now was completely incorrect. A talisman is a lifeless object, while you are a living being. You must channel your own spiritual energy to touch the eye of the formation within the talisman to create resonance, rather than throwing it like a common stone. Watch closely. You only need to tap it lightly like this. Have you grasped it yet? Touch and resonate. I told you that your goods are limited editions, while mine are merely bottom-tier rubbish. This is clearly discrimination. I am done learning. Give me my money back. They are not counterfeit goods. They are truly not. It is simply that your spiritual energy is too scarce to activate the eye of the formation. Whom are you looking down upon? What if I am only at the second stage of chi refining? Does a cultivator at the second stage possess no rights? Why did you not leave when you were selling the items? Why did you not clearly state on the packaging that those at the second stage of chi refining or dogs are forbidden from purchasing? You fool. Why bother explaining the principles to him? If he possessed that level of spiritual energy, teach him the heaven steel spirit guiding technique, then show him how to form the hand seals. Use the specific hand seal to activate it. Do not be impatient, junior brother. I still have another method. It can be detonated even without the use of spirit energy. Is it truly possible without spirit energy? What I just showed you was merely the introductory curriculum. In truth, there is a secret activation method for these talismans, reserved only for high-tier VIP clients like yourself. VIP, you say? Tell me more. This is known as the soul connecting finger. By following this precise hand gesture and sliding it gently across the surface of the talisman, one can borrow the spirit energy of heaven and earth to detonate it. Is that the truth? It sounds as if you are trying to deceive a child. Give it a try yourself. Soul connecting finger. Ignite Vinge Fook. Have you lost your mind? Teaching him the heaven steel spirit guiding technique. That is a secret art that only those at the golden core stage can master. If he accidentally detonates himself, the entire Sect will be buried along with him. I did not think that far ahead. I merely wanted him to enjoy the sound of the explosion. Who would have expected his comprehension to be this high? He mastered it on the first attempt. Ha ha ha. This is truly incredible. It is formidable beyond measure. Do you see now? Do you see? That was my doing. Is this truly the soul-connecting finger? VIP privileges are indeed something else. This is an exhilarating sensation. This is what one calls true cultivation. These are not merely scraps of paper. These are clearly a stockpile of warheads waiting for me to command their detonation. I'm going to be rich. This time I am truly going to strike it rich. What spirit beast? What back mountain? Even if Sect Master Chu Zhuzhang himself were to appear, I would dare to serve him 2 fireballs. Miss, please do not take offense at my earlier outbursts. I spoke out of turn. I shall certainly patronize Dabao Pavilion again in the future. But for today, I insist that you teach me how to craft every single one of these talismans. Ling Bi pointed upward. Second layer of qi refining. Ha ha ha. My previous submissive cowardice was simply due to not yet grasping the core technology. Now that I have mastered the secret technique to activate this script, why should I suffer in silence any longer? Why should I endure this humiliation? Do you dare to look down on me? A transmigrator must at least maintain some sense of dignity. Today I shall settle all debts, both old and new, at once. You mangy dog, today you die. With this display of vigor, is it planning to seek revenge? It has misjudged its target. It intends to find the Great Black from yesterday to settle the score. Where is Great Black? Is it not standing guard there? Not at all. I had it withdraw as soon as the performance ended. At this hour, it is likely devouring its breakfast in the Spirit Beast Garden. Throw it back there at once. Immediately. Tycoon has just regained its confidence, and its fighting spirit is at an all-time high. We must let it fight, and more importantly, we must let it win. Come out, stop hiding. You were quite boastful before, and you even dared to look down on me? Come out here, Cur, and face me one-on-one. It is that same incompetent fool again. Has this little drama still not concluded? Good, you are standing on the brink of death, yet you still dare to be arrogant. Today I shall teach you the true meaning of never look down upon the impoverished. Activate the Supreme VIP combo. Unleash the Ice Hammer barrage upon him for me. What is this? I thought we were only putting on a performance. There is nowhere left for you to flee. The ice and fire right detonates, all because of that dog-headed fool. Ah. So many futile tricks. Before the might of my wealth, all defenses are but paper tigers. Are these truly low-grade talismans? 5 fireball talismans and 3 ice hammer talismans, combined with the Tiangang spirit guiding finger technique, create a destructive force equivalent to a full power strike from a foundation establishment cultivator. Do not underestimate who taught him. That is the true allure of skill. Excellent, truly excellent. Although it consumes a fair amount of spirit stones, as long as the lad dares to fight and knows how to fight, it is all for the best. Now that he has the confidence, he has the tools to match. Fellow junior brothers and sisters, clear the path to the back mountain for me. This time, no one is permitted to hinder this ancestor from claiming his destiny. Is this truly work fit for a cultivator? If only I knew a bit of the golden scripture finger. With a single flick of my finger, the golden light would sweep past, cleaving these pests in two, without even scratching a single leaf. At this rate, expected to use fireball talismans to blast these insects? Relying solely on throwing talismans is far too passive. I must find a cultivation technique to practice. It does not need to be anything overly prestigious. Something like the golden scripture finger, or the Gale dance art would suffice, just so I can look like a true expert while I work. Did you hear that? He wishes to learn a cultivation technique. This is a once-in-a-millennium opportunity. Since he wants to learn, we should strike while the iron is hot, and bestow upon him a heaven-rank manual. It would not be appropriate for me to hand it over directly, senior brother. The cunning heavenly Tao is still watching, and furthermore, this lad is exceptionally vigilant. If you were to drop a jade slip at his feet, he would likely kick it straight into a manure. So what then? Are you suggesting I go to the scripture pavilion to borrow it? The only way is to orchestrate a situation. I am exhausted beyond words. I must learn cultivation techniques at all costs. I can no longer endure this life of misery and forced labor. Since Dubao Pavilion sells talismans, they must surely sell cultivation manuals as well, right? Tycoon, why do you stand there without making a sound? Are you trying to frighten me to death? Senior Sister Liu, what are you lost in thought about? Is your soul wandering elsewhere? Besides, you look even younger than I am. Why are you working as a laborer here at Duobao Pavilion? That old man Wang Hutai isn't bullying you, is he? I am not a permanent employee. I'm an outer sect disciple of the Fap Luke Peak, and I only come here to work part-time. My spiritual roots are not exceptional, and cultivation consumes too many resources, so I wish to earn spirit stones myself to purchase medicinal elixirs. Even disciples of Fap Luke Peak must take on extra work. This cultivation world is truly not easy to survive in. Without backing or talent, life is arduous everywhere. It is truly not easy. I am heading over to find Wang Hu Tai to make a purchase now. Come with me. Consider it a way for you to earn an extra commission. What do you intend to buy? A cultivation manual. Are you aware that I worked at the Spirit Herb Garden this morning? I spent the entire day catching insects, forced to crush each one with my bare hands. Their disgusting green fluid splattered everywhere. If only I knew techniques like the golden mirror finger, or the forest rain art, I would not have to suffer like this. Master is truly divine in his calculations. He accurately predicted the young man would come to purchase a manual. Junior brother Tai, why would you go to Dubao Pavilion to purchase spells? That old man, Wang Hu Tai, sells his wares at exorbitant prices. I know a far better place, where they possess every kind of cultivation manual, and the prices are incredibly reasonable. Is that true? Where is this place? Do you truly wish to go? Very well, then let us depart immediately. But, senior sister, do you not need to seek permission from that dark master of yours? Neglecting your duties will surely result in a deduction of your wages. It is of no consequence. I shall simply work extra shifts to make up for it. The affairs of a friend are far more important. A friend say? Slow down, slow down. Where are you taking me in such a hurry? This place is quite extraordinary. I guarantee you will appreciate it. Stop right there. What is the meaning of this? Senior sister, what is the intent behind this? This is the enforcement hall of the outer sect. You promised to take me to purchase a cultivation technique. So why have you brought me here instead? Are you still harboring resentment because I caused the wall in the courtyard to collapse yesterday and are now tricking me into being apprehended by the enforcement hall? Damnation, you claimed we were friends. Is this how friends are meant to be betrayed? That is not the case, junior brother. You have misunderstood. How could I ever wish you harm? Then why have you brought me here? To surrender myself. Think on this, junior brother. Our Lingxi Immortal Sect has over 100,000 disciples scattered across these peaks. And where there are many people, there are bound to be many disputes. And conflicts are inevitable, are they not? But what does that have to do with purchasing a technique, when the most common of these disputes involves the debt of spirit stones? Does the cultivation world truly suffer from such matters of debt? Therefore, the enforcement hall must intervene and regulate these affairs. Should any disciple borrow spirit stones and fail to repay them, the enforcement hall will seize all assets held in that individual's name, and thereafter, those assets will be sold at a liquidation auction. The proceeds from these sales are then used to reimburse the creditors. These are the confiscated goods of the enforcement hall. These liquidated items are truly a bargain, for their prices are remarkably low. Although there are occasionally some minor complications following such acquisitions, the prices are simply too tempting to resist. Senior Sister Liu, you are truly a virtuous sister to me, guiding me here to hunt for such incredible treasures. I am certain that this is a friendship worth keeping. Once we are inside, do not hesitate to tell me what you desire. I shall finalize the purchase for you immediately. Consider it a token of my gratitude for showing me the way. To deceive such an honest and simple-minded Chore's disciple, I wonder, is this being too cruel? Halt, this is the solemn entrance to the auction house. Those without official business are forbidden from entry. Greetings, senior brother. We have come to participate in the auction. You wish to participate? Based on the likes of you? The seating for today's auction is limited. There's no place for common rabble to wander in as they please. It has arrived. The classic scenario of a cur barking behind his master's gate. Tell me, senior brother, are you aware of the qualifications required to enter this auction? 300 low-grade spirit stones is the minimum threshold to prove one's financial standing. If you lack them, vanish before you accumulate any debt. So that is all it is? Merely a demonstration of wealth? Tell me, senior brother, why don't you calculate this? How much do you think this pile is worth? 3,000? 5,000? By the look of it, this must be at least 10,000 spirit stones. A mere Chore's disciple casually pulling out 10,000 spirit stones. Senior brother, is this sufficient? Yes, that is enough. More than enough. It is far more than enough. Junior brother, please come inside. Now, this is what it feels like to be a true man of wealth. Junior brother, one should keep their talent hidden from the public eye. In the world of cultivation, incidents of murder for treasures are as common as daily meals. Why would you expose such a stash of spirit stones? Rest assured, I have already calculated the risks. Are you joking? This is the Lingxi Immortal Sect. The great masters are already watching over you. I dare anyone to attempt to lay... Haha. Excellent. Truly excellent. Junior brother Wen, where did you find these two gatekeeping disciples? Their acting is top tier, incredibly natural, and their emotional control is superb, especially that line about the cat and the wild chicken. It was the perfect finishing touch. They are disciples under the tutelage of senior sister from the Law Peak. They are accustomed to guarding the mountain gate and turning away unauthorized individuals. For them, this performance is as natural as breathing. Look at that boy, Tycoon. When he stepped inside just now, his chin was pointed toward the heavens. His vanity has been satisfied to the absolute limit. Ha 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 ha, indeed. Had I not known this was merely a play, I would have descended and struck each of them down myself. Junior brother Wen has struck the right chord with him this time. This lad prefers flattery over force. For the next act, keep your eyes peeled. We have him firmly in our grasp. This is how it should be. This is exactly like something out of a novel. Have you heard? There are many exquisite goods this time. They are all items confiscated from that old man who still owes a debt to the gambling house. He owes money to the gambling house? Does he not know who Brother Zhang is? Even the enforcement hall dares not touch that old man. You must be unaware of the situation. He borrowed spirit stones from a legacy disciple. He took them to the Pill Peak to gamble, and as a result lost everything. The senior sister reported him directly to the enforcement hall. Who would dare refuse to save face? Even a core formation cultivator is having his assets liquidated. Is that not the favorite disciple of the Sword Peak Master? And is that not the head senior sister of the Pill Peak? Everyone gathered here in the back courtyard was struck by lightning alongside me that night. To appease this mere second-level chi refining servant, the sect has mobilized thousands of inner disciples, outer disciples, and even legacy disciples and elders, just to perform this elaborate play. This is truly excessive. It is complete madness. Senior sister, why are you standing there in a daze? We must find a good vantage point with a clear view, so it will be convenient to raise our bidding placards. What is happening? Are we late? The two best seats are completely taken. Junior brother, if you don't mind, you are welcome to share a spot with me. Have you still not found a suitable place, junior brother? I have one here. The second row, dead center, with a panoramic view of the stage. It guarantees you can see everything clearly. Do you want the seat? I never expected the cultivation world to have scalpers like these. Senior brother, how much are you selling this seat for? It's cheap, only 3 low-grade spirit stones per seat. These are the finest spots in the entire hall. It is worth every single coin. Junior brother Tai, it's too expensive. We can just stand in the corridor and watch. There is no need to throw away money like this. Since we are already here, we should enjoy it properly. Money is a trivial matter. The experience is what truly matters. Senior brother, I will take both of these seats. Feng Huang, you are truly a man who does things on a grand scale. I had to arrive early, braving the wind and rain to hold these spots. It was no easy task. 3 low-grade spirit stones is a real bargain. Senior brother, please lead the way. Junior brother is truly generous. I enjoy working with sensible people like you the most. Please, follow this way. This little ancestor seems to be playing the role a bit too convincingly. Absolutely satisfying. This scene looks awfully familiar. A lowly servant sitting in the most luxurious VIP seat in the hall. What is about to unfold? Just thinking about it is exhilarating. But there seems to be something amiss. Isn't the script supposed to be you playing the pig to eat the tiger? And then flashing your wealth to slap the faces of those arrogant young masters, leaving the entire hall in shock. Will the beautiful women cast a glance at you? These novels have ruined me. That is Marshal Uncle Subai of the Dharma Hall. Heavens, is Marshal Uncle Subai personally presiding over today's auction? Uncle Subai is a great expert at the soul transformation stage. To witness the legendary divine dragon with my own eyes today, the journey was certainly not in vain. Fellow disciples, junior brothers and sisters, welcome to the liquidation auction held by the Law Enforcement Hall. I will be your host for this event. Subai, is that the brat the sect master spoke of? The one whose destiny is tied to the entire Lingzhu Immortal sect? He is merely a laborer at the second level of chi refining. Let us not waste any more time. The rules remain the same. The highest bidder wins. The liquidation auction officially commences. I must spend lavishly today and satisfy my urges. Just imagine how gratifying that would be. Our first item, a low-grade Tier 3 spirit beast, the Snowcloud Fox. This beast has a docile temperament and possesses no offensive capabilities. It is perfectly suited as a companion on your long journey of cultivation. The starting price is 3,000 low-grade spirit stones, with a minimum increment of 100. This is quite good. It would serve as a decent guardian for my gate, and when I have spare time, I will have something to stroke. Junior brother, do not be so impulsive. Although this Snowcloud Fox is only at Tier 3 now, it will reach the transformation stage once it matures. You are only at the second level of chi refining. Even if you form a master-servant bond, the disparity in cultivation is too vast. A single, unintentional fluctuation of its spiritual energy would be enough to leave you severely wounded. That is true, but since we have gone through so much trouble to bring this girl here, why are we bidding on her? We exerted so much effort. Isn't the point for her to secure the items? Calm yourself for now. Next, the second item. The Tier 4 high-grade spirit sword, gliding light, once the divine weapon of a nascent soul sword cultivator. When activated, the blade transforms into a streak of light, its speed sufficient to rend the void. The starting price is 4,500 low-grade spirit stones. A spirit sword? This is a steal, considering those broken swords at the treasure pavilion cost 800 already. This one sounds far superior, and at a starting price of only 4,500, I must have it. Junior brother, have you already forgotten what happened at the treasure pavilion? You couldn't even control a Tier 1 Dharma sword. Why buy this Tier 4 high-grade treasure? Oh, is it meant to be used as kindling for the stove? Though I suppose it is not entirely useless. The final bid for the glazed light sword has been set at 5,100. The third item, a bottle of grade 5 spirit condensing elixirs containing 3 pills. For a cultivator at the great perfection of the nascent soul stage, it increases the breakthrough success rate to the spirit severing stage by 30%. The starting bid is 8,000 low-grade spirit stones. This is truly a fine treasure. Even though I cannot use it yet, I should gather and store it for the future. Senior brother, are you certain that by the time you reach the late nascent soul stage, this elixir will still be potent? Very well, I am aware that with my abysmal spiritual roots, I am unable to cultivate it. The fifth item, the 10,000 sword talisman. The sixth item, the 3-pattern clarity elixir. The seventh item, the Millennium Zhug herb. Fine, continue the auction. I am not worthy, are you satisfied? I must admit, she truly cares for me. Even if she hits a sore spot every single time she speaks. Junior brother Tu Wen, is this your grand plan? Where did all these dozens of items come from? He has not raised his bidding paddle once. What is the point of this elaborate charade? Did we bring him here just to watch the spectacle? If you do not provide an explanation, we are not finished here today. Fellow senior brothers and sisters, please remain calm. These are merely appetizers. We must serve a few more dishes first. The more he is unable to partake, the greater his desire for the main course will be later. The second act is only just beginning. I must tell Xiao Sun to prepare a lavish feast when we return. What goods are you talking about? Better to forget them. Regardless, I cannot afford to purchase any of them. Look there, junior brother, that is a Tier 4 confusion formation disc. It is said that even a nascent soul cultivator would be trapped within it for a significant amount of time. Then how does that concern me? I am only at the second level of chi condensation. I lack the spiritual energy even to activate the formation disc, do I not? Am I to purchase it just to use as a serving plate? Oh, where has everyone gone? Senior sister Liu, what is the meaning of this? It is far from over. Why are people starting to leave? Junior brother Tai, this is perfectly normal. The performance has not even concluded yet, and half the audience has already departed. How can you call this normal? Junior brother Tai, you do not understand. Auctions held at our law enforcement hall are quite different from those elsewhere. This is what we call precise positioning. Precise positioning, indeed, because everyone's cultivation level differs, their needs vary accordingly. To capricious cultivation time, items are auctioned according to grade, from highest to lowest. Observe, the first few items were all magical treasures of nascent soul experts or talismans, capable of withstanding a strike from a spirit-severing expert. Look, the elixir that assists in core formation earlier, after being auctioned off, was it not meant for those golden core brothers and sisters? Naturally, those high-level brothers and sisters depart once they have secured the items they require. Therefore, the items intended for us at the key refining stage are still to come. That is correct. Go on then, take your time. All of you, leave quickly. It is finally time for me to make my move. Once the formation is broken, I must seize the spoils immediately. Does a heart of stone know how to beg for mercy, I wonder? Next, we enter the final segment of this auction. Haha, it has finally quieted down. Come now, let the storm rage even more fiercely. My spirit stones are already starving for action. Junior brother Wen, your methods are clever. Truly, they are masterful. Your concept of precise positioning is quite ingenious. With no formidable competitors left and over 80,000 spirit stones in his pouch, acquiring items for chi refining should be as easy as taking objects from one's own pocket, should it not? Junior brother Wen, this trap you have laid is truly flawless. Even the path of immortality could not find a single fault with it. Just keep watching, senior brother. The best part is yet to come. Though I am suffering from a stomach ailment today, I must be the center of attention. I shall use these spirit stones to carve out the reputation of Zhan Feng. It would be strange if a fight did not break out after this. The first item of this final segment of the auction, a manual for a spiritual martial technique. This is a foundational water element technique. Once mastered, it can manifest rain within a small radius. It is used to nourish spirit herbs and cleanse the world of dust. The starting bid is 10 low-grade spirit stones, with a minimum increment of 1 spirit stone. I already possess this rain spirit technique myself. In the future, there will be no need to water the spirit herbs and grasses by hand. 10 spirit stones? That is practically a giveaway. I bid 10 spirit stones. 10 spirit stones. Going once. Is there anyone who bids higher? 11. Going once, I offer 100 spirit stones. Brother, are you being serious? Spending 100 on a trivial rain technique. Is your family exceptionally wealthy? Perhaps his family owns a gold mine. 110. I bid 200, 300 very well. The wealthy are truly something else. What is going on here? Master did not tell me this would happen. Has the world truly gone mad? The second item. The first tier high-grade Dharma sword, Qingfeng. The starting bid is 50 low-grade spirit stones for the Dharma sword. Even if I cannot use it yet, it would be wise to purchase it for safekeeping. 50 spirit stones is not expensive. 500. 600. I bid 1,000. Damn it, they clearly have more money than sense. Junior granduncle, have they all lost their minds? Wen Tianji, this is the spectacle you promised. Senior brother, give me another stick of incense. It is almost over. The outcome is nearly upon us. A common dog being liquidated named Wang Kai. The former owner stole spirit grains and, having no funds to repay the debt, used 100 low-grade spirit stones. They actually brought such a thing to the auction. I bid a 110. 350, 500, 800, 1,000. 3,000. You all think you can prevent me from purchasing it? You want to drive up the price, don't you? This young master will play along to the very end today. You think I don't know you are acting as shills? The next item is a manual for the how-to cultivation technique, starting at 20 spirit stones. 300. Fine. 301. 5,001. 8,001. 1,500. You are quite capable, but do you think this young master is a pushover? I will stop bidding for today. I am just here to observe all of you. A Matong formation plate. Starting price 50 spirit stones. 500, 501, 600. 700, 71, 800. Junior brother, stop competing for it. It is not worth it. It is fine, elder sister. Just sit back and watch the show. 3,001. 51, 8801, 11,000. 501, 601, 650. Very well. Since you like it so much, I will yield it to you. I shall bid on something else instead. Oh, it seems you have exhausted all your funds. This is not looking good for you, little brother. 5001, 600. I am finished playing. If you desire it so much, I shall yield it to you. Haha, junior brother is truly cunning. Truly, very cunning indeed. This strategy is 100 times more effective than precise targeting, letting them fight amongst themselves. Once their spirit stones are drained, they will be forced to leave in disappointment. What could the heavenly Tao possibly say? Can it forbid a disciple from spending his own money? I understand now. We are not cheating at all. We are simply having our disciples purchase a few items for us, participating in a standard auction. If they willingly let themselves be slaughtered, how is that any concern of ours? This trap is perfect, senior brother. The rules of the heavenly Tao may seem heartless, but in reality they value logic. As long as our actions remain within the sect's regulations, as long as the justification is reasonable, the heavenly Tao cannot intervene. Oh, junior brother, your mind is truly sharp. My name is Beng Dao Xianfeng, a genius at the perfection stage of qi refining in the outer sect, peerless among my peers. To think that I must now seek guidance from a mere servant at the second level of qi refining. If this were to spread, how could I ever show my face in public again? Good heavens. Do villains these days really enjoy putting on such grand displays? Regardless, this works in my favor. It is the perfect chance to test the artifacts I just acquired at the auction. That bidding technique of his, which brings ghosts to tears and spirits to wail, is truly formidable. It can drive an opponent to vomit blood from rage, only to have them willingly walk into the trap. It is truly an art form. I am desperate to learn it. No, I must maintain my dignity. But can dignity be ground into sustenance? Will dignity help me secure the treasures I desire at an auction? Acquiring true strength is the path of Chen Li. Such a profound display of theatrics. I must slap some sense into this young man later. And did you see that, senior sister? This fellow is so arrogant he considers no one his equal. He does not hold either of us in his eyes at all. He is likely contemplating which posture to strike to crush us in the most impressive manner possible. Listen, senior sister, follow my lead. The moment he dares to make a move, we will strike first to gain the advantage. This junior brother, I beg you, please teach me the art of bidding. What was that? The art of bidding, junior brother? Your bidding tactic, the way you grasp the psychological state of others, is peerless, truly marvelous. I have lived for many years, yet I have never seen anyone bid with such mastery. Though I, Du Ziteng, am but a coarse man, I hold your bidding technique in the highest reverence. Meeting you today feels like finding the true calling of my life. Please, allow me to offer you a bow. Unbelievable, when did I become so legendary? Was my casual shouting of prices really that magnificent? Ha ha ha, truly I never disappoint. It seems this young master only needs to snap his fingers to become an idol to all. This senior brother, why are you so tense? Rise and speak. The ground is cold, junior brother. You are the idol of my heart. Junior brother, you simply must teach me. I know that such talent is not easily acquired by just anyone, but I, Du Ziteng, do not fear hardship. As long as you are willing to teach me, I am prepared to do whatever you ask. I am even willing to be your subordinate. What in the world is going on? Ha ha ha, it is nothing, just a minor setback for your elder brother. Seeing how sincere you are in your desire to learn, I suppose I can begrudgingly accept you as my disciple. Actually, no, let's go with subordinate instead. Thank you, junior brother. Many thanks, big brother. No, stop that. A man's knees have gold. What is with all this kneeling? Come, I will take you to the Immortal Pavilion for a proper meal so we can talk while we dine. I, Du Ziteng, am a heaven-gifted genius of the outer court, reaching the great perfection of the qi condensation stage, peerless among my peers. Yet here I am, having to seek guidance from a mere servant at the second layer of qi condensation. If this were to spread, I would have no face left to show anyone at the war peak. Incredible. Do villains nowadays actually possess such acting prowess? However, this works in my favor. It is the perfect chance to test the magic treasures I just acquired at the auction. Still, that divine ability he had for driving up prices was truly masterful. He left his opponents so infuriated they nearly coughed up blood, and to think he even manipulated that man into obediently playing the fool. I truly desire to learn such a craft. No, I must not learn it. Can dignity even be eaten? Will it help me obtain treasures in the upcoming auctions? No, mastering true skill is the only absolute truth. His acting is beyond imagination. Once the time comes, I must certainly slap this fellow's face. Did you see that, senior sister? This brat is so arrogant he looks down on everyone. He does not even consider us worth his notice. He is likely contemplating which stance would look most imposing as he tramples us beneath his feet. Listen, senior sister, follow my lead later. As soon as that brat dares to make a move, we must strike first and take the initiative. He is here. This junior brother, I implore you to teach me the art of the auction. What was that? The art of the auction? Your method of inflating the price was a masterful manipulation of your opponent's psyche. It was truly a stroke of genius. In all my years, I have never witnessed such a formidable display during an auction. Although Du Tudong and I are enemies, I must offer my sincere admiration for his mastery of the auction arts. Meeting you today feels like discovering the very truth of life. Please, accept my bow. This is unbelievable. Since when did I become so formidable? Is it truly so impressive just because I called out a price on a whim? Haha, I am worthy of my own reputation. It seems that with a mere flick of my fingers, I have already become an idol in the eyes of others. This senior brother, why are you being so tense? Stand up and speak. It is quite cold on the floor, junior brother. Are you truly my admirer? Junior brother, you must teach me. I know this level of expertise is not easily mastered, but I, Du Tudong, do not fear hardship. As long as you are willing to teach me, I will do whatever you ask. I am even willing to serve as your subordinate. What in the world is happening here? Ha ha ha, do not worry. He is simply a devoted fan of yours. Seeing how sincere you are in your desire to learn, I shall reluctantly accept you as my disciple. Or rather, my subordinate. Many thanks, junior brother. Many thanks, big brother. There, a man's knees hold great value. Why are you kneeling? Let us head to Tu Tian Lao for a grand feast. We shall discuss matters over a meal at the finest establishment I know. Even Tu Tian Lao is incomparable to the place I am taking you to. I am in a good mood today, so name whatever you wish to eat. Follow me this way, big brother. This scenario is unfolding far too quickly. Just a moment ago, he wanted to draw his blade. And now we are acting like brothers? Listen, big brother, the proprietress here possesses culinary skills that are second to none. Let us hurry, or it will be crowded shortly. Oh my please, the three of you come inside. Is this not the young master of the Zhanfeng clan? What wind has blown you here today? Let us meet at the usual place, sister. Brother, bring out the finest dishes your tavern has to offer today. Wait a moment. 3 esteemed guests. Your meal will be served shortly. Big brother, can you finally teach me the art of the auction now? You wish to learn? I do. More than anything. I even dream of it. Then tell me, do you know the core essence of an auction? Is the core not simply having an endless supply of money? The most important thing is to remain calm. The more flustered your opponent is, the easier they are to manipulate. Why did that tall gaunt man lose today? Was it because the blood went to his head? No, it is because he did not know when to cut his losses. When victory is already impossible, to persist blindly only makes one a fool for the amusement of others. An auction is a psychological game designed to make your opponent believe they still have a chance, so they are willing to pour out more wealth. But you must not overstep, lest you end up the fool yourself. The highest level of mastery is to make your opponent believe they won by their own merit, rather than because you allowed it. Big brother, I understand now. It means making the opponent walk into a dead end while they are still drunk on their own triumph. You understand. You have grasped the concept. You are quite clever. Could you two finish your meal first? I am finished. Senior sister Lu is right. Let us eat first, and then continue learning from big brother. Wait, what is happening? Why have so many gathered here so suddenly? Damn it, do they think our Lingxi Immortal sect is unmanned? The scum of the Qingyun sect are becoming increasingly bold. Is the Qingyun sect not the second-ranked sect on this server? They have been suppressed by the Lingxi Immortal sect for years now. These people from the Qingyun sect are truly interesting. Let us go and see. It is her, the woman who staged the scene last time. Xu Qingchang. Do you know her, brother? I certainly do. She is an old acquaintance. She is the daughter of this restaurant's owner. To tell the truth, her life has been far from easy. Qingchang's father was once a cultivator tasked with guarding the northern border for our sect. Over a decade ago, during the Yao tribe uprising at the northern border, her father sacrificed his life to cover his comrades' retreat. Her mother brought her back to the sect afterward and opened this small shop, relying on a meager income to survive. She raised her child all on her own. This girl is also very diligent, possessing a wood spiritual root of high purity. She is now a talented disciple of the Fa Peak. Yet, whenever she has spare time, she rushes back to help her mother. She is exceptionally filial, so there is actually a backstory behind that setup. Let it go. A young girl is likely just trying to make a living. She hasn't swindled anything from me yet. Consider the matter settled, junior brother. Those are the robes of the inner sect disciples of the Qingyun sect. The spiritual energy radiating from these individuals is even stronger than that of Du Ziteng. Since Du Ziteng was already at the great completion of the key refining stage, doesn't that mean these fellows are at the foundation establishment stage? This is going to be difficult. In that case, I have no choice but to adapt to the situation. Sister Qingchang, what is the matter? Who is bullying you? Well, another person eager to play the hero. Do the members of the Lingru Shen sect enjoy posing as heroes so much? Move aside, all of you. Get out of the way. Zhang Wen, what exactly do you want? Qingchang has already agreed to annul the engagement. Can you not even wait a single day? An annulment? An engagement annulment. 30 years east of the river, 30 years west of the river. Never look down on the young who are poor. This is the classic script of a great heroine's rise to power. This young woman truly has the bearing of a great emperor. Living in humble circumstances, forced to run a roadside stall to survive, and a father who died young fighting for the human race. A mother and daughter relying on each other. How tragic, how truly tragic. It all. Could it be that she is also a transmigrator? A marriage contract? Mistress Hua, please do not speak like that. That was merely a drunken promise made by our fathers years ago. It cannot be taken as the truth. Now that I am an inner sect disciple of the Qingyun sect, having achieved the foundation establishment realm, my future is boundless. While junior sister Qingchang possesses decent talent, it is a pity her family background is too poor. She offers no help to my path of cultivation. My father has already secured a better match for me, the daughter of an elder within our sect. Therefore, this is not a cancellation of an engagement, but a dissolution. From now on, we shall go our separate ways, and neither should interfere with the other. This is truly preposterous. Change for odd, keep for even. Is this phrase that profound? It is common knowledge from 9 years of compulsory education after all. Not everyone has it engraved deep within their DNA. The imperial feast swallows 181 cups. Speak up then. This is a classic national meme, enough to awaken any soul arriving from the 21st century. As long as you say it, we shall be brothers from another mother who share the same imperial feast. What kind of performance is this little ancestor putting on? Who has the mood to drink at a time like this? I thought this was the script of a great heroine, breaking off an engagement, or the return of a dragon king. But it turns out to be a scene of a publicly humiliated orphan and widow. Yuhua family members are truly bold. That fellow opposite us is quite arrogant, isn't he? If I don't suppress him in this match, I would truly be doing a disservice to the treasures. I have just scavenged these from my storage ring. Sect Master, my disciple sent a message yesterday stating there was an important matter to report. It must be about this annulment. Those mongrels of the Qingyun sect dare to act with such impunity on the territory of my Lingru Shen sect. They deserve to be punished. Junior sister, calm your anger. It is better to let the children handle their own affairs. Ask you this. Do you still harbor any feelings for that man surnamed Zhang? Not at all. This betrothal was arranged while we were still in the womb. We have barely met throughout our lives. So where could any affection possibly come from, then? Do you wish to annul this engagement? Of course I do. I never had any intention of marrying anyone. Yesterday, he secretly approached my mother to discuss this, and I agreed on the spot. I see. So it turns out the matter had been settled long ago. This fellow surnamed Zhang has come today with the deliberate intention of taking someone's life. Leave that to me. Let us go. Senior sister, follow my commands when the time comes to act. Sect Master, look at how Nian used to be. She was never like this. She has been in contact with Tycoon for less than 2 days, and yet it is as if she has become an entirely different person. She has even learned how to resort to underhanded tactics. Junior sister, this is not a bad thing. The world of cultivation is fraught with traps and snares. Neon has always been too naive. Learning a few tricks to avoid being deceived is far better than falling into the traps of others. Senior brother Du, please remain calm. Junior brother Tai simply cannot stay calm. Those 3 mongrels are bullying others far too excessively. Those 3 are at least in the foundation establishment stage. Alone, you certainly will not be able to break their defenses. Follow my lead when the time comes. Senior brother, listen to my command, and activate the image recording stone together with me later. Damn it, those 3 must be here on a mission today. It is 8 parts certain that it is that scoundrel Zhang Wen. He wishes to climb the social ladder, and therefore seeks to perform a meritorious service. It is clear that he has come to humiliate Hua Qingchang. This is a direct slap to the face of our Lingruxian sect. Activate it. We must activate it. Damn it, so what if they are at the foundation establishment stage? I do not believe I cannot blast you all to death. If it were not for my new patron, the elder's daughter pressuring me so severely, forcing me to prove my sincerity, I would not have come here even if you killed me. If an accident happens and things go wrong, my life will be ruined. Matriarch Hua, the words have all been spoken. We shall take our leave. Halt. Once you have made your point clear, you may leave. Do you intend to keep me here for tea? Apologize. You must apologize to Sister Than Shong and the grandmother. Apologize? What have I done to warrant an apology? I am merely dissolving an engagement that should never have existed in the first place. Is that not a matter of course? Are you trying to humiliate others? Humiliation? I am simply speaking the truth. Is it not the truth? Then is she not unworthy of me? Is that not a plain and undeniable fact? If we truly resort to force, will we be punished by the law enforcement hall if they decide to pursue this later? The sect regulations are numerous. Fighting without authorization carries heavy penalties. Indeed, the opponent is an inner disciple of the Thanvan sect. This would be considered a sect dispute. Acting on one's own accord violates the rules. If we end up on the blacklist, we can forget about participating in this year's grand competition. I knew it. The disciples of Linjnutian sect are nothing but cowards, shackled by rules, frightened into submission by a few words of intimidation. How dreadfully boring. I did not expect the passion of the crowd to cool so quickly. This will not do. I must stir their blood and set it ablaze. Tell me, fellow junior brothers and sisters, fellow disciples, let me ask you one thing. As we walk the path of immortality, what is it that we are truly cultivating? Is it a cultivation of seclusion, indifferent to the world? Is it a cultivation of cowardice, adhering to rules while cowering and seeking safety as our fellow disciples are humiliated and our sect loses face? Let me tell you, true cultivation is the refinement of a pure soul, the cultivation of a righteous spirit, and the achievement of a clear and unburdened heart. We absorb spirit energy and practice techniques day and night without rest, not to become weaklings shackled by red tape, and certainly not to stand by silently while our own people are insulted. If cultivation is only for the sake of cowardly self-preservation, trembling in the face of injustice, then this path is not worth walking. He is right. What meaning is there in such cultivation? Be scorned to our faces and only watch in silence. How is that any different from being a coward? Junior brother speaks with perfect clarity. I have no shame in my heart. Even if I am to be punished, I will not hide like a coward. I will protect my fellow disciples and uphold the honor of our sect. At worst, I will forfeit this year's grand competition, but I cannot allow the integrity of Ling Ru to be lost. Junior brother Tai is right. In the path of cultivation, if one lacks character, mastering 10,000 techniques is still meaningless. Now, who dares to stand in my way of protecting junior sister Qing Shuang? Junior brother Tai, Du Zidao, I believe in you. Even if the disciplinary hall punishes us severely today, I will stand by your side until the end. So I am not alone after all. I have so many fellow disciples standing behind me. Thank you, brother. Junior brother Tai Kun. A brilliant sentiment, and an even more valiant spirit. With disciples who possess such resolve, how could the Ling Shu Immortal Sect not prosper? Every disciple who participated today shall be heavily rewarded. You are all exemplary youths. With such disciples, the Ling Shu Immortal Sect has nothing to fear for its future. You dare? I am an inner sect disciple of the Qingyun sect. You dare to brawl here? Violating sect rules will result in severe punishment. What technique are they using? It cannot be blocked. Is the projection stone still recording? If he refuses to leave, then I shall continue to unleash my techniques here. Is this truly the strength of the Ling Shu sect? The Qingyun sect has kicked a massive iron plate this time. Today he humiliated a disciple of Ling Ru in public. He has struck the very face of our entire sect. Fellow disciples, for the sake of our brotherhood and the dignity of our sect, strike with me. There are some matters that are better left unknown to them. Kneel before me at once. Did you hear me clearly? Apologize to Matriarch Shu. From this day forward, he is my elder brother. Apologize immediately, or I will cripple your cultivation. I am sorry. I know I was wrong. Say it loud enough for the whole world to hear. I was wrong. I should not have insulted junior sister Qing Shuang, nor should I have looked down upon the Shu family, or come to cause trouble at the Ling Ru Immortal Sect. I have failed junior sister Qing Shuang, failed Matriarch Shu, and failed the Ling Ru Immortal Sect. From this moment on, the marriage alliance between the Zhang and Shu families is officially annulled. The bond is severed, and our two houses shall have no further connection. We will have no dealings in life or death, and we shall never meet again. It is best to sever all ties and end this association once and for all. Such a petty person is unworthy of being friends with the Shu family. For the sake of our sect, and because the Ling Shu Immortal Sect is truly peerless, we shall sever all ties. The Shu family possesses great integrity, and the disciples of Ling Shu are truly filled with towering heroism. Huh? Haha, brother, today have truly opened my eyes. You cultivate to ensure your intent remains clear and unimpeded, and to have no shame in your heart is truly the pinnacle of cultivation. It is merely a matter of protecting those whom I must protect. It is hardly the pinnacle of anything. Regardless, if it were not for you today, Qingshang and my uncle would surely have suffered a great loss. I, Du Zitao, pledge to follow you to the very end. Senior brother is the best. From now on, I will also listen to your every word. If anyone dares to bully my sister, I will simply blast them into nothingness with a talisman. Senior brother Tai Kun, your great kindness today. Qingshang will engrave it upon her heart. If not for you. Senior sister, you are too formal. We are fellow disciples. Protecting one another is only natural. Today, we truly owe it all to you young ones. Little Kun, thank you for standing up for Qingshang, and thank you for igniting the spirit of heroism within the disciples of Lingzhu. Aunt Shu, you are too kind. This is only what I ought to have done. Senior brother, your words are filled with wisdom. One must keep their intent clear. Hu Sheng has no heart. From this day forward, you are the one I must look after. Through today's battle, I have finally gained true understanding. What is the essence of the Su Immortal Bone? Protecting one's fellow disciples and upholding the honor of the sect. This is the very essence that the Lingshu Immortal Sect must possess. Today, everyone has stood firm to protect the dignity of the sect and the family of Lingshu. Let Du Zitao handle the rest. I shall generously cover the entire cost of today's gathering. Everyone, eat to your heart's content, drink freely. We shall not return until we are drunk. Senior brother Du is truly generous. We shall celebrate to the fullest. Thank you, Senior Brother Du. If you ever need help in the future, just give your brothers a shout. In that case, we shall not stand on ceremony. Innkeeper, add another roasted fire leaf chicken and put it on Du's tab. Why be so formal? I must treat you all to this meal. If not for our big brother, how could we have vented our anger today? Come now, let us all raise a glass to our big brother Tycoon, the very soul of our group. If not for your enlightening words, big brother, if our leader hadn't taken the lead to protect us, today we would have had no choice but to watch helplessly as outsiders bullied our sect members. Leader, I salute you. A toast to Senior Brother Taiji. Toast to Senior Brother Taiji. Everyone, please. There is no need for this. I am merely doing what must be done. You must accept it, brother. This cup represents the sincerity of all your brothers here. Junior brother, cheers. Very well, then I shall join you all for a cup. May the disciple of Ling Shu find clarity of intent. To have no desires and harbor no shame in one's heart. To have clarity of intent, and answer to no one but one's conscience. Senior brother Tycoon, today you have truly opened my eyes. I toast you, brother. A single word from you has enlightened this muddled mind. From this day forward, I shall follow your path, and I offer you my deepest gratitude. You have taught me that cultivation is not about the fear of death, but about protecting those who are important to us. Well said. Drink. Let us continue, leader. Tonight no one leaves until we are drunk. Whoever refuses to drink is a coward. Do not let him drink too much. It will damage his spirit. Brother Chajang, you are right. I was so joyous that I let myself forget. It seems I have had a bit too much to drink. Junior brother is not doing well. Huh? I can still drink. You two have such a weak tolerance for alcohol. As for this type of wine, I could drain 10 or 20 jars and still walk in a straight line. Oh? This one has already passed out completely. Huh? This young man is quite interesting. He looks elegant and frail, yet he drinks with such boldness. And yet, he has already collapsed. This is wrong. I am a mighty cultivator of the Hedong. The Sect Master and senior brother Tycoon are completely intoxicated. It is truly Tycoon who is drunk. Activate the entire mountain protection formation to its highest level immediately. That brat. What is happening here? Why has everyone collapsed and fallen unconscious? Could it be that they are all in a drunken stupor? Is it possible that because of me, the entire Ling Shu Immortal sect has been laid low? An entire sect with everyone dead drunk. If an enemy were to infiltrate at this moment, they would be no different than fish on a chopping block, waiting to be slaughtered. Wake up, senior sister Lu, wake up quickly. Is it morning already? What about the two junior brothers, master? Were you also completely intoxicated last night, senior sister? This is a disaster. The senior brothers and sisters were so spirited and enthusiastic about clinking glasses with me last night. Because I was drunk, they all ended up incapacitated as well. What if an enemy force seizes this opportunity to launch a surprise attack? Everyone, hasten to the main peak's Great Hall immediately. Tycoon, Sect Master, senior brother, how are we to handle this situation? How are we to endure the days to come? What if he decides to prepare another round of wine? Reporting to the Sect Master, the handyman disciple Tycoon requests an audience. Greetings, Sect Master. Greetings, respected Peak Masters. Tycoon, for what reason do you seek me out? Reporting to the Sect Master, the handyman disciple Tycoon humbly requests to depart from the sect. Good, very good, young one. You have finally come to your senses. That is the true mettle of a man, Tycoon. As for these, they are all yours. All of this belongs to you. This is a small token of my sincerity, old man Han. Thank you. I offer my sincere gratitude from the bottom of my heart. You must also look after my child as well. Young Tai, rest assured. When it comes to artifacts, my Huo Chancheng does not lose to that old man Han. I possess several blocks of top-tier mysterious iron, perfect for refining Dharma treasures. I bestow them all upon you. Tycoon, if you truly resolve this calamity, our Fulu Peak will also prepare a token of our appreciation. I was merely an insignificant Chore disciple. Yet when I requested to leave the sect, no one contemplated striking me down upon my departure to eliminate future troubles. On the contrary, they vied with one another, eager to offer me additional parting gifts. Silence fell upon the hall. Can you tell the Sect Master why you wished to depart from the sect? Was it because the sect mistreated you, or did you suffer some grievance? It is not that the sect is lacking. The sect is magnificent. It is the finest place I have ever resided. I am but a Chore disciple at the second level of Qi refining. Yet this life of mine currently holds the fate of tens of thousands of people within the sect. Sect Master, esteemed Peak Masters, I have deliberated thoroughly. The lives of tens of thousands of people are now tightly gripped in my hands. This pressure is far too immense. I cannot bear it. I know senior sister Lu was sent to monitor me, yet she is truly a friend to me. As for senior brother Du, although he is slightly foolish, he is a man of great loyalty. including senior sister Shu, and all the brothers and sisters who trusted me and were willing to face life and death by my side. They are all people of flesh and blood, with joys, sorrows, loved ones, and lives of their own. Their fate should not rest in the hands of a mere Chore disciple at the second level of chi refining, like me, Tycoon. Sect Master, esteemed Peak Masters, I truly cannot continue. I cannot feign ignorance and shamelessly remain within the sect as if nothing has occurred. Last night I was merely intoxicated. Even now I am still struck with terror. If a powerful enemy had truly descended at that moment, I am afraid. I am truly terrified. The Lingshu Immortal Sect is a noble sect, and I do not wish for it to be destroyed because of me. Therefore, I implore you to let me leave the sect. Only then can the entire sect be preserved, and my friends protected, for the pressure is too immense. I cannot bear it, and I do not wish to harm the sect, nor do I wish to implicate my friends. These words, though simple and plain, are incredibly precious. I have encountered as many prodigies as there are fish in a river, and those with crooked hearts are beyond counting. But the destiny bound to Tycoon, viewed from another perspective, is a supreme power. If he so desired, he could become the de facto ruler of the Lingshu Immortal Sect. He could command the Sect Master, or the Peak Masters, who would dare refuse unless they were tired of living. Yet, he does not act in such a way. Ever since he took the initiative to confess everything, he has never once wielded that authority. Who among them is tired of living? But he did not act in that manner. From the moment he proactively sought out Elder Son to confess the truth, he has never utilized this power to seek even the slightest benefit for himself. This small token of gratitude seems far too light. Regardless of whether Tycoon manages to leave the sect or not, this boy, I will certainly protect him. Tycoon, have you truly thought this through? Once you leave the sect, you will no longer have the protection of the sect behind you. The path of cultivation will become infinitely more arduous. Sect Master, I have thought it through. I implore you to let me leave the sect. Very well. As of today, the miscellaneous disciple of the Lingshu Immortal Sect, Tycoon, for personal reasons, voluntarily requests to leave the sect, to be expelled from the Lingshu Immortal Sect. From this day forth, the mountains are high and the waters are far. We have no further connection, and all karma shall be borne by himself alone. Senior brother Tycoon, regardless of whether you leave the sect or not, you will forever remain a disciple of our Lingshu Immortal Sect. Since I have requested to leave the sect of my own volition this time, it